Hello, hello. It has been a couple days. Honestly, I don't remember the last stream. I think it was it Monday? Shit, I don't remember. Hello, hello. Why do I have more check-ins than Meg? I don't know. How is everybody? How is chat? I got home a lot later today. Oh my god, the pipes. Please, not the pipes. How is chat been? How is your week? I cannot speak, oh my god. I feel like I had a stroke today. Not trying to offend anybody, but that's how I feel. Yeah. How was your guys' week? I hope it was better than mine. Mine was, yeah, quite the interesting week. Quite a frustrating week, if anything. Also had some shitty callers today. Honestly, a bunch of dumbasses, as rude as that sounds, but I really do not have patience for dumb people. I cannot. Let's see that matcha. Yeah, I'm like halfway through it because I've already mixed in the jam so the colors turn darker. Is the matcha? But Kimmy, dumb peeps are everywhere. Can't avoid them. Yeah, but in regards of like my job, right? So essentially what's going on is that people are calling up about their fines, which were fined to them for a reason. You know what I mean? Because they committed an offense or a crime. And some of these people are so fucking stupid. I cannot believe it. Because, so there are a few processes that we go through with specific fines, right? You know, because there are cases where they were actually unaware of the fine. However, you have people contradicting themselves when they're in a call saying, oh, I never received correspondence for this. However, I do have a letter of this fine. So it's like, how are you going to say you never got a letter about the fine and then you say you do have a letter of the fine? You know what I mean? That fucking makes no sense. Motherfucker, what? Like, I've just got to laugh because that's so ridiculous. And then for me to protect myself, I'm like, okay, so just confirming, you were saying that you didn't receive the correspondence. However, you're saying that you did because you're aware of the fine. So are you aware of the fine? And then this bitch goes, yes. Okay, I can't offer you the unaware process anymore because you just contradicted yourself. And then later down the line, they're like, no, I actually wasn't aware of this fine. Bitch, what? Like, oh my God. I had a really shitty call at the beginning of the day today. And it was one of those ones where the customer was persistent. So in this case, when they are persistent, you have to pull up a scripting saying, I've already given you, you know, the solutions to deal with your fines. If there's nothing else you want if there's nothing else you want to discuss about, I will have to terminate this call because I've given you all the provided fucking solutions and you keep going in circles. So this customer literally going around in circles for 50 minutes. And I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, it is your responsibility to handle your fines. It is your responsibilities to get your shit together. Fucking, you claim you haven't gotten the letters. However, you do say you do have those letters because you sent in a dispute. And for you to send in that dispute, you need the letter. You know what I mean? That shit don't make sense. It's just like, bro, you're trying to get out of your fines, you know? So this guy, I clocked his ass because fucking idiot. Like, he's literally fucking cunt. Honestly, so irritating. The most irritating call I've had today because he was not listening to me. So basically, he has multiple fines, right? And stages of these fines, they're all different stages. Although when it is in the warrant stage, you have to tell them, you know, you've got, I don't know, basically, hi, thank you, blah, blah, blah. You currently have 5 fines for the outstanding amount of, 5,000 something. I do see that. So, for example, if he has a payment arrangement in place, you do mention that just to remind him and the due date. If not, or if that specific fine that's progressed to a warrant stage. So if you guys don't know, like when a fine is progressed to the warrant stage, you need to be telling, like we have to tell the customers that they have to take action on that fine, because if they don't, a sheriff will literally visit their house. You know what I mean? And that's not a nice thing to have. So you gotta take action, bro. So ridiculous. So this guy claiming he didn't know. However, he says, okay, I do have the 2 letters of these fines. I was not the responsible driver, so I nominated a driver. So one of those got through and it was accepted. The second one was rejected. So then I sent in a review, and that review itself was rejected. It tells you like a paragraph, and I have the letter to look at it too. So when I looked at it, it literally told him why and the time frame he had, right? And he didn't, like, he had sufficient time to dispute these fines. However, he didn't utilize his time. So, and then he's like, so basically he was saying, yeah, so I got the letter saying that my review was not successful. And it's saying that I had, a sufficient amount of time to dispute these fines, which I don't believe I did. Okay, I get it. But again, he contradicted himself by saying, I was also on holidays for 1 month. Bro, if you're on holiday for 1 month between this time, how the fuck are you going to dispute the fine during that time, you fucking dumbass? Like, you just contradicted yourself. You're saying you don't have sufficient time when you did. However, you went on vacation. Huh? So you decided not to do shit, knowing that you have a fine, and you decided, la 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 la, I'm gonna go on a fucking holiday and not even look at, like, not even check my mail or have my neighbor check or anything. Like, what the fuck, bro? It's so stupid. And he literally says, why was the second nomination rejected? Why did it go back into my name, whereas the first one didn't? So then I explained to him why, and then he goes and says, why did I get another letter saying my fine progressed to notice of final demand, blah, 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 which is the next stage of that fine, meaning that it incurs more penalty fees, right? So he's complaining about that. So what I'm telling him is that because your nomination was rejected, you received that rejected letter, the rejection letter, within the time that you were on holidays. And during that time, you didn't dispute that fine. So then the fine progressed to the next stage. And he's just not fucking understanding. Like, am I speaking a different language or what? Am I speaking fucking Japanese? Chinese? Korean? Arabic? Italian? Like, bro, you don't understand or what? I'm just so irritating. It's like, this fucking guy, man. I cannot. This guy's nuts. He's fucking nuts. And it's like, okay. So imagine going in circles, repeating yourself for 50 minutes. And also he said, oh, I had moved houses from 2021. Okay. So then I proceed to ask him, because he goes and says, why did the previous person in my old house call me to pick up these letters? And so then I asked him, sir, since you mentioned you moved houses, did you call us to update your address? He said no. I'm just like, dude, that's your fucking responsibility. It's fucking common sense. If you move house, update your address. Of course you're not going to get these fucking letters. And why are you complaining to us when you didn't take the steps to, you know what I mean? Like, you weren't responsible. You decided to take a holiday while a fine, was processing a nomination. It didn't go through. You're too busy in fucking La La Land not dealing with it. So now you've got more penalty fees because you're a dumbass. Another thing, you moved houses and you didn't think that it's normal to call up like government agencies or like certain things with your license and, ID and all these things to update your address. Huh? What? Like, what the fuck? I'm just like, and then he's like, this is your fault. You fucking government agencies trying to steal my money. And I'm like, no. So then I stopped playing nice. I'm like, sir, you stated that you'd moved houses, why didn't you call us to update your address? You're supposed to do this within 14 days. It's common sense. I literally said, it is your responsibility to update your address when you move houses. How else are you going to receive the correspondence? Also, it is common sense to do this. You know what I mean? What? Huh? How are you going to blame us that you're fine progress because you didn't deal with it? You're on holidays in fucking La La Land or whatever the hell you're doing. Like, what? I'm just so confused. And then I say to him, look, again, I have provided you with all the solutions. If you have nothing else to discuss about, if you do not want to dispute these fines, I will be terminating the call. So then I'm about to terminate and he's like, okay. Like he fucking starts freaking out because, again, it's in the warrant age. You don't do anything, you're going to get a sheriff to your house. Good luck, buddy. It had to take 50 fucking minutes for this guy to grow a brain. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm just so fucking confused. Like, are you good? Like, what's wrong with these people? I just don't get it. It's like, you're angry at your situation. I get that. But the problem of this is because you didn't take the proper steps. You didn't take the responsibility. You're blaming us. However, you are the person who moved houses and decided not to call us up to update your address. How the fuck are we supposed to know? We don't stalk you. The fuck? It's just like, you change your number, you need to call an update. You know what I mean? You move address, you call and update your address. Or you do it online. Same thing with like with your bank. You call your bank and you update your address. It's just fucking common sense. But for some reason, this guy just has no common sense. And by the way, his fines is fucking $50,000. So make it make sense. You know what I mean? Make it make sense. Make it fucking make sense. I just don't know. Thank you for the follow, Mo. I'm sorry, I'm not on Zen list yet, but holy shit. I am dealing with some stupidity. Honestly. Yes, very long day and people who have no common sense. Like, for example, if you move houses, you know, you would automatically think you need to update your address for important things like your bank, your license, or, you know, anything of that sort. But this guy decided not to do that and then blamed us for why he didn't receive correspondence. Yet then he claimed that he did get correspondence. And then he says, why did my fine incur more penalties? But he also states he was on holidays for a month within that time frame of that fine progressing to the next stage. So it's just like, sir, you're contradicting yourself with everything that you were saying. So at the end of the day, it is your responsibility. You know what I mean? Especially something as important as having to pay for like infringements or bills. I don't know. It's just crazy. Yeah, he really is. I'm so confused by this because I'm like, there's no way you can be blaming us for this shit. Like, what? And I spent 50 fucking minutes on this call with this fucker. And he was so rude. So by the end, I'm like, so if you have nothing else to discuss about, I've given you all your relevant solutions or your options, nothing more, then I'm going to terminate the call. Your last resort is, if you're not happy with what I provided you, then file a fucking complaint on the website. And then he goes, okay, I'm going to do that. And then this fucker is like, oh, I actually don't know how to do that. Can you guide me on how to do that step by step? Like, fuck off. No. I'm like, so I can send you an email instructing you how to do that. But again, just go on the website and follow the prompts. It's not that hard. He's young, by the way. So he's just fucking with me at this point. Because he's just pissed that there's like no more other solutions for him to try to dispute his fines. Because the problem is, once you've submitted the nomination, it was rejected. You can't do it again because, again, it's rejected for a good reason. For example, a review as well, when you submit that review and if it's rejected, you can't submit another review. Because they literally provide you a long paragraph for why it was not approved. You know, like the time frame, basically, it was basically stating that during the nomination process, you had sufficient time to file this. Why didn't you file it? You know, that's the reason why. It's just like, you can't dispute it if you weren't even taking action within a huge amount of, like, for example, he had 3 months to deal with it. He didn't do anything within that time frame. So of course, that, you know, when you submit reviews, it is checked. Everybody checks. And they're like, hold up, something's fucked here. Like, he was aware of his fines, can see that, can see he's not taking any action during this period. So why should we process this review? You didn't take actions, you didn't take responsibility, and you're just claiming that, oh, I wasn't the driver, but then you didn't even bother to nominate the person. So it's like, huh? You're saying one thing, but you're not actually taking action for it. So it's just like, okay, buddy, sorry, your review has been denied. Just wild. Yeah, it's just crazy. I don't know. I would like to think if you're a grown-ass adult, and this guy's driving, by the way, you would know when you got issued fines, or if you weren't, you'd be taking actions on it immediately. You know, if you move houses, your automatic thing to do is to update your address. That's just common sense. I don't know. I don't know. And then I had another call today by a woman who was in Sydney. And it was the time that she was visiting Melbourne. And so she calls and says, so she was really rude about it. Well, at first she was very nice until I explained to her why she got this fine and why it was late. So basically she got what we call is a toll fine, and she was driving in an unregistered toll zone, you know. And a fine like that is actually a lot. It's a lot of money. And I get the frustration. However, she didn't take action. And then she's like, why was I issued this fine now? The offense date was over a year ago, right? And so then I was explaining to her, so specifically toll fines, they are first issued from the agency itself, the enforcement agency. And if you're not taking action from that point, or if they're not able to contact you because of, I don't know, you're not answering your phone calls, you're not checking your letters or anything, eventually that fine gets transferred to where I work. So by the time it transfers to me, it's incurred fines, you know, and that could take 6 months to a year because these fucking people didn't take responsibility. So then it's, you know, they're like, okay, this is a lost cause. We tried to contact these people. They haven't gotten back to us. So now we're transferring the fine to you guys. And at this stage, they have to be taking actions. So then I explained to this woman, she just kept saying, I don't understand. This fine was over a year ago. I paid my toll fines. Why am I getting this now? And I literally fucking explained to her 3 different times. And she was just getting pissed. She's like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, the way she was talking was so fucking rude. She's like, first of all, lady, that makes no sense at all. And I was like, I'm just explaining you the process of how toll fines work. Originally, they come from the toll agency. They tried to contact you. However, you didn't get back to them. They kept trying to contact you and you didn't do anything about it. So by the time it comes to us, it could be 6 months to a year. Right? So that's what I explained to her. It's not that hard. And she still was like, that doesn't fucking make sense. And I was just like, okay, buddy. And then I said to her, look, if you have an issue with this, contact your agency, the issuing agency. However, they're going to tell you the same thing. They tried to contact you. Unfortunately, you didn't do anything about it. So then it's progressed to a different company, which is the state, where we ring you up so that you pay this fucking fine. And then she just kept insisting, but I already pay my toll fines and blah, 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 blah when I was there, right? And then I explained to her, like, ma'am, you were driving in an unregistered toll area. You didn't register a toll in that specific zone. Sure, you would have had like a toll, you know, like, it's different for Australia or like Melbourne. We've got toll areas and you've got this like little device that it's essentially putting money into it. And if you're driving in a toll zone, basically taking shortcuts, you're charged, right? But because she was driving in an unregistered area, that's why she got slapped a fine. And then she just kept insisting she paid for it. And it's like, bro, you were driving an unregistered zone. And then she goes, that doesn't make sense. And I said to her, yes, it does, because the toll that you're paying is only for a specific area. Whereas the area that you were driving in, which is, I told her the location that it was in, it's unregistered. You didn't register to be able to drive in that area. That is why you got issued the fine. And then she was so pissed. And I said, look, if you're stating that you have paid these fines, you have the evidence, if you have the receipts, you can dispute and put in your supporting documents. And then this is where she starts losing her shit. Like, she starts raising her voice. She still doesn't understand what I'm saying. And then she just says, fuck you. You're not helping at all. You're just trying to take my money, you fucking fat cunts. And I was like, what? I was so confused when she said that, but I was like, oh, okay. And basically I was like, I'm really sorry that you feel that way. And she's like, don't be fucking sorry, you fucking cunt. You're just trying to steal my fucking money. That's literally what she said. And I was like, again, if there's nothing else that you want me to help you with, then I will have to terminate this call as you are using offensive language. And then she keeps going, I'm not using offensive language. You're fucking people who are trying to steal my money and blah, blah, blah. You fucking wankers and this and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, again, I'm going to have to terminate this call if you're using offensive language. And then she literally said, go off yourself. Go unalive yourself, you fucking fat cunt, you son of a bitch, and blah, 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 and hung up the call. I was just like, bruh, what? I was just like, hold up. Did I just hear that right? You told me to unalive myself when I'm simply doing my job, when I gave you the opportunity to do something about your fines. I provided you the solutions, and that's how you decide to handle the call? That's just wild. Hi, Corgi. How are you? So I'm going on a tangent. Kimmy should say fuck you to ends call. Honestly, I would love to, but if I do that, that's going to cost you your job, or you have to file a report. Yeah, so this lady was very angry, and it's like, well, you didn't take action in your fine. They had contacted you. You took so long. You didn't return their calls or anything, because I see it in the notes as well. Like, there were a lot of outbound calls made, and they never picked up the phone. And it shows correspondence was sent to the correct address as well. So they're not even dealing with their fines. And then she's so angry, and she just, she lost her shit. Again, she explained to me her situation. I said, I'm really sorry about that. I'm sorry that you feel this way. I'm sorry that you're going through this. And, and then she's like, nah, you don't fucking care. You're just trying to take my money. Go unalive yourself. Like, she just kept saying that. And I just said, I'm going to have to terminate the call now. And that's where she lost. Like, she kept losing her shit, and she just kept she just kept saying the most horrendous shit ever. Telling me to unalive myself. Just really rude remarks. I don't know where the fat cunt comes from, but whatever. It's just an Australian thing to call people a fat cunt, I guess. I don't know. She called me a cunt. She called me dumb. She called me like a slut. What the fuck? Like, she just literally called me every slur in the freaking book. And I was like, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I can't help you anymore. She hung up, and all I could do was laugh because it was so ridiculous. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, like, they're mad at their situation. You know what I mean? You can't take it personally. So that's why I just kind of had to chuckle about it, because I'm like, this is ridiculous that you are so angry at your situation that you have to throw every slur in the book at somebody just to make yourself feel better. But the fact that we provided you solutions and you didn't even want to take any of them, well, there's nothing more that we can do. You know what I mean? If you don't want to deal with it, we can't help you. If you want to deal with a cop coming up to your house, you getting arrested, go for it. It's not my problem anymore. Like, I protected myself. I gave you the solutions. I gave you the due date. I told you to do this before that due date, and you don't even want to deal with it. So I can't help you any further. Hi, Crusher Flow. How are you? Greedy says, I would rather you not off yourself, to be honest. I don't know, I get people being angry, but I don't know how you can become that angry to the point of threatening someone's life or telling someone to, off themselves, and just I don't know, just the most hideous things you could think of. I'm just so confused. I don't know what propels someone to say things like that. But clearly you've got issues and you got to figure that shit out. I don't know. People kind of weird. Hi, Kappa Bear. Bri says, lady, please. Yeah, this lady is kind of, I don't know. It's just, I just don't know. Like, I was so dumbfounded. And of course, I'm only here to do my job. The only thing I can really do is provide you the solutions, empathize with you, and give you more options if you've got, you know, certain things going on in your life. We can provide those, what do you call it? Like certain programs or, you know, incentives for people who need help. But in this case, she just didn't want anything. 11 say sounds so exhausting to deal with. It really is exhausting. I think for me, the good thing is that I don't have to see their face. But the fact that I have to listen to these people and they are not willing to take any actions for their responsibilities is just ridiculous. Hi, Isaiah. How are you? But yeah, anyways, that's just me going on a yap about today's work. I did have kind of a funny one. A guy basically got fined. He has a fine because he failed to vote. And I stated all his fines, and that specific fine was in the warrant stage. And I said to him, unfortunately, you've got one fine that's in the warrant stage, meaning that you have to take action. Otherwise, you'll be visited by the sheriff, right? And then he asked, well, what kind of fine is this? And I said, it is a failing to vote. And then he goes and says, I don't believe in voting. I'm not paying that fine. I don't care. You can arrest me for not voting. I just don't believe in voting. And then he proceeds to like talk about politics. It's like, you don't want to vote. You don't believe in voting. But then you start to complain about who's the prime minister. Okay. So I don't think at this point you have a right to really complain who's the prime minister if you decided not to vote. You know what I mean? Like if you're voting, okay, that's perfectly okay to be upset that maybe the person you decided to vote for didn't win. However, he literally was like, I don't believe in voting. I don't care. You can arrest me. I don't give a fuck. And I was like, okay, sure. Okay. Proceeds to say, I don't get why this fucking guy won and blah, 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 this and this and this, corruption, this. And I was like, I was just listening. Like that was a funny one to me because it's just what? We've got some oddballs, don't we? Look at me. I always give customer attitude. I mean, that's hospitality though. You get to get away with it. You know what I mean? Whereas if you're in a government related job and people who are dealing with fines and stuff, it's a different setting. My sub expired. Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. I feel like subs are getting expensive, no? You just need to remember that you're just doing your job and they're just angry cunts. Exactly. But sometimes you get the really overwhelming ones because, again, I don't like confrontation. And when you have someone that suddenly starts screeching over the phone at you, like belittling you, it really does take a toll on your mental because it's not, at the end of the day, you're human. There's only so much shit you can take from random people. Imagine there's a cop there and they say, right, mate, I heard enough. I know, imagine. That'd be hilarious. And then I had Mo says, oh, you stream Zenless? Yes, I do play Zenless. However, I'm just yapping right now. Yeah, I also had another one who, it's one of those people who are like, I'm going to speak to your manager, blah, blah, blah. Because so for example, in my job, we follow everything by the book, legislation, all those things, laws and blah, blah, blah. Like you can't change the law. You know what I mean? But then this person calls and says, I need to speak to your manager so they can provide me more options and I can take this fine out of my name, blah, 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 blah. And then I basically said to her, unfortunately, the manager would tell you the exact same thing that I said and provide you with the same solutions as I did, as this is legislation, bro. And they still insisted to talk to the manager. And I was like, okay, I can do that. Sure. So then I transferred the call. Literally the same shit. He said the same shit and the customer's still not happy. It's like, well, I told you, but you didn't want to listen. It's the same fucking shit. We're just doing what we're told. We're doing what is, I don't know, legal, what is the law, what is in the fucking books. Like, you think speaking to a manager in this job, you think you're going to get away with your fines? No, that's not how it works. At the end of the day, you committed an offense. And these are your options. Do you want to follow any of these options? If you don't, well, too bad for you, but you have to do something. And if you decide not to, enjoy being arrested. That's the only thing I can say. People crazy. That's all I can say. People crazy. Takes the random fuck you, Maggie. What is happening here? Anyways, that's enough of my random day of work. Today's work was very weird. Beware. Wait, what happened? Our streamer does play Zenless. What do you mean? For a solid... Shut up. Excuse me. That's just rude. Calling me out. I see how it is. Then we see Jane for 4 hours. Oh no. Not like this. No, honestly, like I wanted to come home earlier today, but I had a few appointments to go to after work, so that's why I got home really late today. I got home, vacuumed, threw the laundry to the wash. Well, threw some clothes into the laundry. Am I stupid? Yes, I'm stupid. Yeah, so I did that, and then here I am. And it's finally the weekend. You know what's crazy? I technically only have 2 more days of training at my job, and then I'm going to be left in the... Well, I'm going to be thrown into the wild. Well, technically how it'll work, we'll have our final training on Tuesday. We'll have a 1-hour break just to do like a little pizza party with, our current batch. And then also the team lead, the onboarding team lead, he's going to assign us to our team leaders or our teams. And then from then we follow our own schedules, like our rotating roster. And I'm like, oh no, I'm scared. Yeah. Not gonna lie, your city looks nice from things you sent on IRL photos. Yeah, I've been trying to take more photos because I know I haven't been streaming as much, so I want to at least try to share with you guys a little bit of like, I guess me just going to work in the morning. The bustling city of Melbourne. Not that it's that interesting. Yeah. So then I just try to share a little bit about like, or just things that I'm, I guess not necessarily doing, but just like my environment, I guess. I thought White Knight was playing. Wait, what happened? Huh? I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been playing Zenless. Ready to fight hangry people? Oh no. I forgot. Hugo's out. Man, I didn't get to play when he was released. Oops. What did I just click on? Ay, ay, ay. I need to do so many things. Yuck. Why is Anton in here? My damn dog is sleeping like a baby on my arm. Pulling for Edward Cullen. Hugo fucking Vlad. You guys don't like him? I don't know. I'm just gonna... Let me just do this first. I don't like Anton. Please remove him. we still gotta finish Twilight, but I don't know when you guys want to watch it, because I know Steve and Nose also have movies planned as well. Why Anton's damage so bad? Is it? I honestly don't know, because I don't main Anton at all.
Let's show him. All right, bro. Together now.
A client asked me to draw Hugo, him and his stupid Dorito the Dorito chin. Bruh, yeah.
Roger.
I don't like him. Who actually likes Anton? Let's be real. I like Hugo gameplay, but I have a busted Miyabi already. That's true.
Standing by. Eliminating target.
We can add Twilight to the movie list if you want Sam's schedule. Yeah. I think, I'll have to see with my other job, because
Roger.
I'm honestly considering on fully leaving. Maybe, I don't know, maybe after the 2 weeks, because my hours are getting cut as well, so I don't think it's worth it for me to stay. You know what I mean? Which is a little bit sad, but I mean, because in this economy, it's kind of fucked. That's also the reason why I have that job. But at the same time, I also have to take care of me, and it is exhausting having to work 6 days a week with 2 different jobs. Yeah. I don't know what I should do. Funny enough, I'm still congested, but I don't sound that sick. I think I sound a lot better. Why do I feel like I'm doing baby damage? Honestly, I wish I could draw. I may try to pull for him, and if I lose... We need Kimi to pull for Hugo so she can lose and get Neko. Why? Why do you do this? I don't want Neko though. You know, at this point, she's literally the only standard that I haven't gotten. Doggo really likes me though. Like, Doggo calls for me. It's so funny because he's at M1 now. Was it M1 or M2? I actually don't remember. Do you want a cookie? No, I'm good. I mean, at some point I will get Neko. I just don't know when. Yeah, M2 for Doggo boy. On a good note, I decided to go to an Asian bakery and I bought myself a pork floss bun. If you guys know what that is, that shit is good. Hold up. Pork floss, so good. Yeah, have you had those pork floss buns though? Oopsies. I got M1 or M2 Doggo, M2 Rena, M2 that M2 Neko though. My mother usually makes the purple rice and puts pork floss for. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh my god. Give me my stacks. Anybody play Sukaku, by the way? Fuck you laughing at my M2 Neko for? Because M2 Neko. Who wants M2 Neko? I certainly don't. Yes, I still do. Sukaku's good.
Don't worry, everyone will get their share.
Sukaku? Oh my god. You know what's crazy? Oh. I have some things cooking in the works of version 2.0. That's all I can say. Do you think they would ever add in a S-Rank Nicole? I'd rather have M2 Coletta over Neko. Lenny Sukaku is prerequisite to get into Zenless. He's like, I did use her for a while. Now I just don't remember how the fuck to play her. How are you doing, Gail?
Hi, Grandma.
Oh my god. Hi, Kimitora. How are you? DPS Corrin? Hell yeah. Fuck things up. I just forgot I got Billy. Whoopsies. My bad. Besides Nicole, she's an ass at heart. I have Eve, but I still don't use Coletta. S-Class Nicole is just Nicole with a mask and a gun. What? Hello? S-Rank Nicole is just Nicole, but with 2 briefcases. She already got like some badonkadonks. You can give her another briefcase, right? And another outfit while you're at it. No? Yeah, the one she holds her 2 hugs on her chest. The little badonkadonks. The bazingers. The what else you call what else you call them? Tatas, titties, boobies, boobas. I can't think of anything else. Oh, fat lumps. That's also another thing. Because technically boobs is just fat on your chest, you know? Watermelons, melons, oranges, all sorts of sizes. Playing Zenless on the Hong Kong server. It makes sense as Ambi gets 2 guns, as Nicole gets 2 briefcases. As Billy has 4 guns. Where is he gonna pull them out? What? Oranges just sound sad. Bro, oranges is bigger than apples. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that chart where there's boobas compared by fruits. I think I told you guys once that my cousin's brother teased her and caught her little itty bitties mosquito bites. So savage. It's kind of fucked up. Zenless Goon Zero. Hell yeah. But yeah, imagine having your little itty bitties called mosquito bites. It's so fucked up. Need S rank Billy. It's Lucy.
Amazing play.
There it is.
Prepare.
Call them hickeys. Wait, what? Hickeys? The fuck? Oh my god, who recommended this song?
A beautiful shooting star.
I pledge my honor.
I'ma fuck you up. Punchies!
I'm not a loser.
Gotcha now.
Man, I like Lucy's fabulous. She just makes the most randomest comments. Isn't a hickey a bite on the neck? It's not really a bite. It's, how do I say? When you kind of suck on the skin and then it just marks it. I don't know. Something like that. I don't know how else to describe what a hickey is. Yeah, it's a combination of sucking and other things. You can interpret that as whatever you want. Sucky sucky. My pair of itty bitties, my set of titty wink. What the heck? Segs. Oh my god. It doesn't always have to correlate to that. It really doesn't. Okay, during 4th hit of basic attack, Dark Abyss. It's too much to fucking read, bro.
What's that? What's that, brother?
Damn. Sheesh. Okay. Don't mind me. Doesn't really need to be sex for you to have hickeys. Yeah, it doesn't. Read? I don't want to read. One, two.
Scram before I get angry.
Interesting. Yeah, basic full hold. I need to kind of charge that. My bad. The fate of the word hangs it. What do you mean? My literacy is terrible. Let me just build my energy there. I don't know if that was on the 4th hit though. The fuck? Let me see.
Allow me to reach my soul.
The fuck? Why you do that for? Why read game when doggy can read chat? See, that's the thing. It stopped right there. What? Bitch, get... Oh my god.
Scram before I get angry.
Maybe there's another one. And then I hold, but then nothing.
Vampire,
Bruh.
a werewolf and a girl called Belle. Yeah, Twilight Zone Zero.
This is not okay. Oh my... Build my energy, you bitch. My brain. That's what I did! Bro? Is it just better if I use my fucking mouse? Yeah, that's what I'm doing, but sometimes it just doesn't... The fuck, bro? Hello? Not like this. Bitch! Can you let me hold? Oh my god. You know what? Okay, are we on freaking keyboard now? Oh! Bro, can you fucking let me hold, please? Oh my god. Can you let me hold? Are you a little bitch? I'm trying to hold, man. Can... Oh my god, finally. Jesus Christ! I had to like switch back and forth. See if I can do this back on the keyboard. Okay, it fucking works. It works on the mouse. Okay. Bro, he does like a full-on, more than a 90-degree kick. That's wild. That's just wild. You a little bit flexible, my dude.
Nice. You're so good.
Does that not hurt his balls considering his pants are not exactly that loose? Sorry, I just had to make that weird comment. You know what I mean? When he does that kick, bro, your balls be flying. You got a flat ass though, just gotta say. What happened to the booty? There's no booty. Hello? If you kick that high, I swear to God, your balls must hurt.
Freeze all evil.
Activate! I mean, who knows? Maybe you remove the ball. Oh my god. I mean, you kind of... The way he's standing doesn't help, though. Ass! Oh my god, I got booty! Sorry. No. Give me another angle. God damn it. I'm just fucking around at this point. No! I don't want that angle. Give me another one. He's got some jiggle physics. What the hell is going on? Was it just me? Aww. Almost butt. He jiggles there. What? That's kind of wild. Booty. Oh my god. What the hell is that voice? Hello.
Can't handle it. Allow me to reach you.
Hello. The fact that Doggo's in this team though. Just pull him at this point. What you mean?
The ending to your nightmare.
I do like his voice lines though. Not gonna lie. Yo, he got a thigh jiggle. Sorry, I was just distracted.
Get behind me.
Like when he... was it that belt? I actually don't know. Hello!
Prepare to kneel before me.
Oh, okay. Who's gonna kneel before him?
At your service.
You know, so you've got Doggo and Hugo with really nice voices. What the fuck are they trying to do? Sure, that's his thigh.
Scram before I
Bro, you got some flexibility though. Who's gonna do a combo? Who's just gonna do a straight up combo and put their leg on their fucking weapon? Excuse me? Sir? Yeah, that's a wild kick though. Bruh, that pose though. That's his dead leg. Oh shit. It took too long. I got so distracted. Not gonna lie, that was a nice pose. Hello? Why was I bogged? Hey. Don't judge me. I may have taken a screenshot. Jail this woman? What you mean? What the fuck, bitch? Hello? Why you say that? And also, who requested this song? I'm dying. Fuck shit. I'm dying. Don't judge her. He's just looking at the disputable thigh jiggle. Nice pose, yes. Getting over Hugo. Is there an issue with that? Is there? Yeah, he's got thigh jiggle, bro. What the hell? You not see that jiggle? Yeah, you got a little butt jiggle. Hello? Why you jiggle like that? What the hell is going on? Are you swinging your hips or what? Yeah, it's the hip. You know what I mean? He kind of moves his hips so it makes the rest of it jiggle. Yo, he got more jiggle than most of... Why? His stomach jiggles. What? Because his pants are kind of high. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's got high-waisted pants. What the fuck? What? Hello? Sir? You got abs. How are you jiggling like that? That's not possible. He's ripped as shit under there. Hello? There's no way your stomach can jiggle. Oh yeah, his scarf is gone. Well, it used to be wrapped around his neck. You know what I don't get though? The half jacket thing. That's just kind of wonky. I don't know. How that shit stay on, I don't know. And also, imagine fighting in these fucking shoes. Can you imagine the amount of chafing in your feet? Jesus. I'm sorry, I'm just criticizing him now. Legit though, imagine fighting in these shoes. That's wild. And they're shiny. Damn. That Ethereal was just like, just get her friend. Okay, jeez. Don't mind me. This is why Kimmy got an A and we're gonna get another A. Hell yeah. We'll get a B. That's so cool though with his weapon. Alright. And all these broody. These ankles. Honestly, his combo is really nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Stay vigilant.
I'll bite your throat out.
Streamer criticizing Hugo too much. What you mean?
Let order and madness dance.
Very nice. Very nice. But yeah, saying his combo is fun though.
Allow me to reap your soul.
Sure. Broody! I'm sorry. Chat, are you happy? I got an S, not an A. Morning Nose, how are you? Honestly, it's pretty fun to play, but technically I don't need him. Because I've got Miyabi. Man. But it's not often you get nice looking male characters. What the fuck, bro? Don't do it, Kimmy. Because I didn't pull Lighter simply because I don't really like his gameplay. I don't know. She got an A and 2 S's. You need, oh no, I don't have any males in the... I used to have Seth. I used to have Soft Boy in the team, and then, you know, he kind of got yeeted out after I got Bernice. Who? Seth. I call him Soft Boy because he's a bottom. Anton, I don't really care for. He's just gonna sit there.
My loyalty lies with the winner.
I mean, I have Haru, but now I've got Zambi. There's really no point for me to be using Haru.
A mission? Take me along.
We don't speak about A. I mean, Seth was good for the time. For the shields, definitely was good. But yeah, it is kind of clunky to have him on the field, though. What do you mean we don't... Fuck off. Hello? Look, it is Zenless for Gooners, yes. But what about the female Gooners out there? Hello? Gotta make it fair.
Time for some hard.
A mission?
No doggy.
If you need...
I have Dog Boy.
I'm at your disposal.
Did you touch asset? I would
Looking for intel?
They could be Les. What? I guess it's time for me to play Love in Deep Space then. Please vote for Hugo. Man, who's funding my Hugo pools though? Ugh, Neko. Thoughts on Ben? I never really played Ben, but I did like the dynamic between Coletta and Ben in terms of like with the ults. I think they should do that more often with certain characters to have kind of their ults animated together, if that makes sense. We need males in Zenless. How is Meg supposed to think of... That's true. Exactly, Meg's as well. Last I checked, you had plenty of poly.
Did you cook?
Ready
Yeah, but I did roll, you know.
Touch my tail. Let me finish my cup of hot.
My loyalty.
Thing is, if I get Hugo, where the hell is he gonna go?
Please forgive me for stealing the moonlight. That's a very interesting pose. Who, like, why? Why do you pose like, why are you thrusting at me? Chat, why is he thrusting at me? Swinging his third leg at me. Jeez, bruh. For real though. What? Like, when you switch, it just looks like he's thrusting at you. I'm dead. Hi, DT. How are you? Move your head close to him. What, are you trying to do the fucking Gawk Gawk 3000? Look at the creases on that crotch. Bruh, it's flat as shit, bro. Gotta appreciate the thrust. I know, where's Megs? Megs disappeared. Oh my god. Brother has a cup holding onto his dick. What? A cup? What do you mean? You don't like Hugo thrusting at you?
You don't like him showing his medal at you? I'm dead. Look, he's got a lot of medals to show off. Technically, they're not medals, but, you know, medallions or whatever the fuck you call them. You need to leave. What do you mean I need to leave? Hey. I had a stressful week, okay? Bear with me. How were the Hugo pulls? I haven't actually pulled yet. I'm just being a gooner, I'm sorry. Stressful week and you want to see Hugo's deck? Who the hell said I wanted to see his deck? No, I just found it funny that when you're swapping around, it just looks like he's thrusting at you. You know, if you switch back and forth, basically thrusting at you. Also, he's got some jiggle physics. A little bit sussy.
Please forgive me for stealing the moonlight.
This is why I'm not pulling for him anymore. What do you mean? Can we make Hugo not look the same? What do you mean? Hello?
I wish you a fabulous day.
I remember I ruined, one of the characters in Honkai because they whipped out their big white cock, is what I said. And now every time they use that character, they're reminded of what I said. Huh? Told you he's a what? Wait. I'm so confused. No, is what?
I follow.
Who what now? My combo with Steve? Oh no. He's wearing tight undies. Could be spandex. It's gonna be like, look at him whip out his dick at me. What dick?
The antidote.
A mission?
You await.
There's nothing there.
I'll help you with. I'll protect you.
Please
Hello?
forgive
It's
me
very flat. It's flat
for
as a
stealing the
board.
moonlight.
He's got it tucked in there. He's just tucked it. You just have no idea. Oi, look, he's showing his medal at me. Yeah, do you not see those little medals on his belt and in his hand? That's what he's showing you, is he not? No? See, look, he whips out the medal. And then it's gone. And then it comes back. See? He pulled it out. So you've been looking at him for half an hour. Gotta give him some justice and do a Deadpool. That's something that I'm following.
For stealing the moonlight.
So question, who do you think is top, Lycon or Hugo?
Pick me. Look, you await.
Let me see.
I'm at your disposal.
You know, I feel like Lycon can be a switch. I feel like Hugo would be a bottom.
Ready? Hey, my.
I don't know, I just get that vibe.
I wish you a fabulous
He's
day.
putting that personality as if he's the one that takes control. But he could secretly be a bottom. I see a bottom. But could be a switch. I do see both. Both can be a switch. Thank you for the follow, Rekka Wolf. Welcome in. How are you today? Yeah, honestly, I think both can be switch. Hey, that makes it fun though.
I wish you
Should I do a 10
fabulous
pull?
day.
I need to do my dailies. Holy shit. I've done nothing. Okay, let me quickly do the dailies. Yes, no question. Lycon does whatever the best for this situation. He's very accommodating. Yeah, I do agree. So I think Lycon is definitely the switch. Oh, hi 35. How are you?
Sometimes stopping to take a break can help you go further.
Or FGP Polly. Why are we talking about Nintendo Switch? So yeah, I think Wednesday to Fridays it's Hugo, Saturdays to Tuesday it's Lycon. Maybe. Either way, I'm sure someone's gonna write a fanfic about it. Eventually. Who knows? Hi Yuling, how are you? Draw it out. That could happen too. Trying to distress? Oh no, did you have a rough day? Oops, what was I doing? Okay. Tix, I'm sure you have a stressful week too. Let's see your Hugo pulls. Yesterday I had a scare at a job. Bold of you to assume there isn't some fanfics already. Actually, I don't have any ideas about that because I don't go on Reddit or anything, so I don't know. Oh no, I hope things get better though. Yeah, hold on. Thank you for the follow, Neo. How are you today? So I'm a little bit scuffed. What am I doing? Oh. Ah, that's his literally diamonds. What the frick? Interesting. Kimmy, I pulled lost all my savings for a mail. Wait, what? In Zenless? Or was a different game? Papa told me not to worry, but I'm not convinced. It was Steve's fault. He was egging me on. Wait, what happened? Wait, you pulled for Hugo or did you pull for Lighter? Yeah, shiny ring engine. Is anybody else in chat pulling for Hugo? I can't pull for one of the males. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. Went for Lighter to appease my Eve, my other queen. Had to make it right for her. Hugo bringing Twilight vibes. Hell yeah. Do I do a 10 pull, guys? Fuck Hugo. I'm skipping one Jufu. Oh my god, Fufu is so cute. Saving for 2.0. 40. Do it. Can try. Move out the way. That. What's your pity? I'm at 88 searches. I like Hugo's mechanics. Yeah, it's actually pretty fun. DT says, just don't have enough to pull. Fuck off, Teeks. Look, stop projecting your M2 Neko at me, okay? I don't want Neko. But I wouldn't be surprised if I do get her. Because eventually it's gonna happen. I just don't know when. Plenty for one. The 2 A's though. Andrew says it may be weird to bring up, but I like Hugo's W engine. I mean, it does suit him. Getting Hugo's W engine for decorations. I know. You want some diamonds? Hi Jim, how are you? He will forever thrust you. What kind of statement is that, Nose? What's wrong with being thrusted? Huh?
Surely there's a victory
Oh, hello,
feast after the
Sukaki.
mission, right?
How's the mental the mental health? I ask people this to check on them. It's very up and down. I've had a lot of stuff happen in the last month. But I'm what the hell, double Sukaki? Hello.
Reporting in.
But I'd like to think I'm okay. However, I don't know. I just feel like so many bad things are happening. And I don't know why. Well. Got double Sukaku. Okay. Bro, moment I grew some mental hairs. Some mental grey. Oh my god, I can't read. Mental grey hairs. I'll pray for things to get better. Thank you. Phil Yukimi, I try to forget all the bad things and just move on. It's really hard though because I feel like it's consistently like something is always happening after another or at the same time for me currently. Which is just like, why? Why? I just don't get it. Like I mean, I think majority of chat knows what's going on. And then of course the recent stuff, which is a little bit poopies. Actually, how far are you with the story? I'm still on the current patches story. I started it and then because I was sick at the time, or I still am, but I wasn't feeling that well, so I decided to just stop. Think I'll get a nice vacation at the end of this year. Zaya says, you pulling? I did a 10 pull. I got double Sukaku. It's just a bad wave. We'll pass and good times will roll. And I hope so, because what the hell is going on? That's my question. Start a new job. That's really exciting. New job and everything. Transitioning to a new job, learning, and then family stuff. Losing a loved one, and then reunited with family on my dad's side that I haven't seen in years, or like basically majority of my life. Having to see my dad again after him never being in my life, and also finding out that he's also in rehab, so that's fun. A lot of traumas coming back, generational trauma and all these other things that come back. And then what else? Basically still in the job training, so I have to put that aside. Grieving loss, trying to just move forward, focus on my work, having 2 jobs, working 6 days a week, streaming when I can because I enjoy streaming, but it has been hard just because of all the things that's happening. And then this apartment building is fucking cursed. Like, I don't know what is happening, but for those who are in the community Discord would have seen that I posted a video. Basically, our apartment floor, I don't know whose apartment it is above us, but basically there was water leaking on that floor and it was coming through a light on our floor. And we were just like, what the fuck is going on? And that's concerning because imagine the amount of water damage, you know what I mean? And thankfully they fixed it, but imagine if that just kept going on all night. Can you imagine? Like the ceiling would have probably pulled, like the pool of water would have been somewhere, and I was afraid that what if it pulls like above our apartment, whether that's like in the living room, the kitchen, or somewhere, and they would just like, create a fucking crater in the ceiling. So that's what I was worried about, because I'm like, what the hell is happening? Yeah, exactly. So the ceiling would just break down and it's either going to be in the hallway or it's going to be in someone's apartment. Yeah, so that happened. Fun times. Also very dangerous because electricity and water. Yep. And then another thing, one of our packages got stolen too. So that's great. So I lost like $55 because someone decided to steal our package. Fun. Someone decided it was a great idea to steal some cleaning supplies that I'd ordered. So that's a little irritating. I thought those were sparks. Yeah, no, it's just water leaking through the light. It's kind of crazy. Jim says never force yourself. We enjoy your stream when you actually want to. Yeah. So that's why I haven't been streaming as much lately, just because I haven't felt like 100% myself sometimes. And I'm like, okay, I think today is just a day that I shouldn't stream and I'll just take it easy. And those days I normally just chill in the Discord and, you know, watch stuff or just kind of lurk and do whatever. Yeah, so it's just like just a lot happening. And then also the rental market is really fucked up. It is very expensive. And it's really hard to find a reasonable space for a decent price, if that makes sense. And it's so stressful because it's like we're having so many issues with this apartment building. It's just better that we move. However, rent is expensive. It's hard to find something with some decent space for maybe the same price or less. And because we don't want to be paying more because it's just, I don't know, I just feel like at that point it's a ripoff and it's too expensive. Yeah. So that's a dilemma. Huge dilemmas. I don't know what to do at this point. Anywho's, I don't remember. Did I? Still need to do Hollow Zero. I keep forgetting. Did I do this? Hold up. Wait, what is this? Oh no, I didn't do it yet. This ends in 19 days. Okay. Are you willing to pay a bit more if it's a nicer area? Honestly, no. Because it's just not worth it. I feel like it'd just be too expensive. Because currently, right now, it's, you know, what we're currently paying is expensive. And the issue is that if we're looking for something else for the same price, you get less, which is really shitty. Because of the rent increase, you know. Like ideally we're wanting a 2-bedroom apartment because we want one to be set as an office, and especially if I get like whenever I'm out of training and, you know, if my performance at work is doing great and I, you know, tick all the check boxes, then I'm able to work from home. So that's why we also want that a 2-bedroom apartment to have one as an office. So yeah, I don't know. And it's really hard to find. It's okay. I don't know how to describe it, but basically, like, if we're wanting to pay the current price of this apartment, it is really hard to find a decent 2-bedroom place with like a car park or storage, like a storage cage, or you either find like a 1-bedroom apartment and a study nook, which is kind of shit because space-wise, it's not that much. So it's either we're looking for a 2-bedroom apartment or a 1-bedroom with a decent sized study nook somewhere, if that makes sense. Kimmy, you can rent my house, work from UK. I would have to get a working visa and also have money to even, you know, be able to live there. That's just wild. I don't know. This whole thing is so stressful. To tell them you're working? What do you mean? Who's gonna pay me, bro? Okay. Hold up, I didn't use my energy yet. Yeah, no, I didn't. The visa people, don't tell them you're working. Yeah, but that's the thing. If you're applying to live somewhere, right, you need a certain visa. Either that's a working visa or a student visa. You can't exactly stay on like a holiday visa because you're only limited for like 3 months or something. Keep clicking the wrong button. Oh yeah, DA is reset. But yeah, I don't know. Let's go. Oh, the art is so good. The event art. I always like the art they do. Really, really pretty. Oopsies. Being a potato. We just vibe now. Ballet twins on DA. I hate. Oh no, really? Uh-oh. Sorry for the nose sniffling. The joys of being sick. The twins this DA? Apparently. Sniffle ASMR. Yeah, I'll probably rest very soon. Today's stream won't be too long. Hey, that screenshot though. Booty. Twin bitches are back. You guys are like doing twins in towers? They haven't been in towers for a while, have they? Is it the twins or is it the one where you have to freaking destroy the little one? Or is it the one where you have to kill them at the same time? Because, oh shit, that's annoying.
Allow me.
Let's make this quick.
The clone one? Ah, okay. The clone one's not too bad. If it's the one you gotta kill at the same time, it's a little bit annoying for sure. 100 gigs from, wait, is from booty physics? Hell yeah. All in the physics. But yes. I was, can confirm Hugo has some jiggle physics. Apparently Zenless devs said they will buff the older characters. Ooh, nice. I mean, that's good so they don't get power crept as well. So then you can still use your old, like your old favorites. First one on the rework table is Ellen, which I'm happy about. I miss the time where DA buff is so towards Miyabi. My clear always... True, Miyabi OP. Glad Ellen is getting rework. She needs it. Ooh. I actually haven't looked at the dev stuff. So it's Ellen. Is anybody after that? This art is pretty. I guess we can do Shiyu. Shiyu, why did I say Shiyu? Sorry, DA. Holy shit. No info at the moment. Ellen and Neko. They just said Ellen is on the works. They both need buffs. I mean, let's be real. No one cares about Neko. Oops. And I guess Jane to catch up to the big hitters. I mean, I think it'll be a while before they even work on Jane though. Because she's still okay. She's still feasible, you know. Ice Ether. What about this one? Electric? Fucking twins. Can I just put Miyabi for twins? Shit. No one mentioned Grace. Whoopsies. Yeah, Vivian's literally Jane's buffer. But yeah, if they buff Jane and you've got Vivian, it's going to be so OP. I mean, it's already pretty OP though. Wait, which dead end butcher is this one? Oh. Let build up right. Neko who? I have no idea. Who are you talking about? Neko who?
Which alien?
Neko what?
Good day, Vivian. Is at your
Who should I put as my last one? You know, I can put Astra, because Miyabi doesn't need her, I guess. Hold on. Let me...
Let's stir up some trouble.
I want to play Neko, but she sucks so bad with her behind opponent mechanic bullshit when the enemies just insta-turn anyways. Yeah. She likes to do them from behind, but they don't like it. She likes doggy, even though that doesn't make sense, but anyways. The cool thing is when they say if they're buffing characters, they're not going to do it just by adding damage and stats. They literally will think about different things and how the character skills work. Yeah, which is really nice that they do that. So now that I have to... I'm so sorry, Rael. Oh no. Kimmy's mind instantly goes into sexual innuendos. Well, I mean, technically, Neko's mechanic is, you know, hitting things from behind. Is it not? I'm not wrong. She likes to smack people from behind. No? Neko mechanic is fucking trash. I just don't like her. I was gonna say, now that I have time to hang in chat, is this worth it? I heard it's like Honkai 3rd. I've actually never played Honkai 3rd. So I can't really make a comparison there. I do like it though. It is really fun. She likes slapping booties. Exactly, she likes slapping booties. She likes to get that little bit of, you know, juicy peach. By the way, I had a rough luck with Hugo Pool by losing 50. Oh no! I'm so sorry. Did you use all your pools? I don't judge. Forward, behind, upside down, all good. Exactly. As long as there's consent, okay? And then it's okay. Okay. Oh, it's this guy. Hello. How are you doing today? Oh shit. Oopsies! I kind of want to redo that. My game is off today.
Hit him where it hurts.
Oh shit, that's such a weird what? He disappears for this one. It's the other butcher. I still remember Chad had to explain to me what peach meant. Honestly, for a long time I didn't know. I think at some point Chad told me a lot of things. And I'm like, wow, I either feel really old or I'm just very out of touch in terms of new slang. Because back in my day, we said stupid things like lol, LMAO, Rufflecopter, YOLO. YOLO's a really kind of a brain rot one. What else? Hey. Chat told me what bussy meant. I had no idea what bussy meant. And why is that a word? I don't know. Like, why is that a word? And then chat also taught me... hi, Grinix. Chat also taught me there's like a term... I remember the description, something to do with a sandwich, essentially. And there's also one, there was like something to do with a bed and someone jumping on the bed while the other two are, you know, on top of each other. Chat also taught me that. I just don't remember the word. And I'm just like, huh? yes, soaking, for fuck's sake. I was so confused.
Tired.
And chat was describing what that meant, and I was like, hold up. Back in my day, that's not what we referred to soaking with. What? What is that, bussy? Think of like pussycat, but replace the P with B. I had no idea what that meant. Teeks, who's in the chat, likes to put in a song request for this specific song, and in those lyrics it says something about bussy, and I'm so confused. I'm like, what? Oh no. Sim says, what's soaking? Chat can help you with that, because I learned that from chat.
Tired. I can carry you.
Hi Taizay, how are you? There was a word like that chat was explaining. It was like spitfire, spit roast. I don't know. I don't remember. I just realized Teeks just redeemed that song. God damn it. I don't remember what bagpiping is. There's a lot of things chat has taught me, and I'm very afraid. Like, where did you guys learn this? Because a lot of our chat, I believe, are millennials as well. But I'm very concerned. Oh shit! My bad.
Let's make this quick.
Oof, I forgot that. Okay. I don't remember. Did I use Jane for this? I think I did. Not with the spit roast. I don't know what is spit roast. I'm scared. Wait, what is bagpiping? I'm afraid. Should I be afraid? I'm very distracted with this song right now. I cannot focus. Why? This one is disappearing a lot, or is it just me?
Now, you're
I'm so confused. Because this is the one that does the stupid twisty move, no? I don't know how I feel about this. This guy's weird. It's better to be knowledgeable than ignorant. I guess, that's true. It was another millennial VTuber I collabed with that explained it. Def, don't look it up. Spit race is when two men skewer you from both ends. What? What? Huh? Wait. So one in the mouth and one in the other area? Is that right? Or I'm very confused. But there's also a thing called DP. So we've got DP, we've got spit roasting now. Why? He disappears but still takes damage as you... Okay. Definitely don't look up spit roasting. Spit roasting is kind of self-explanatory. I learned that from a colleague a long time ago when I was telling them about a chicken at a restaurant, and they all started laughing at me. Wait. Why is chat being sus? So for you to not look it up, here's a kind of brief explanation. Oh, do you know about bukkake? Yes, I do. I have an idea. Back to being a wholesome VTuber. Am I being awakened? I don't know so many things. However, chat always calls me sus. I'm not that sus compared to the things you guys know. What on earth? So that's disgusting. Oh my god. Ew. So bukkake, but with saliva. Yuck. Ew. No, saliva is just gross. Saliva can be stinky. And if you don't clean that, that shit stinks. You know, if your breath stank, your saliva gonna stink. Yuck. Stop it! This guy. Oh shit.
Don't underestimate me.
You forgot to put the... Yes, I did. I need to redo it. I'm being a poo-poo. Chat is distracting me with some sussy things today. I'm learning things. That's spit roasting. So gagging. No, because it's not gagging if Maki says bukake, but instead with saliva. You know what I mean? That's really gross. Ew. Kimmy's innocent but dirty. Wait, how does that make sense? What? Do explain. I learned some new words today. I did as well, and I'm sure I'm going to forget them until someone brings it up again. We always learn something every day. And bagpiping is just, in short, schlong in the armpit.
Not like my outfit
Huh?
today.
So are you essentially just jacking off with your armpit? Like, okay, this is a mature chat. So essentially, because you can do like, I guess what people call titty fuck. So you put the pee-pee between the boobies.
Don't ignore me.
But in this case, it's in the armpit. What? What? I forget all the time, like when we talk about BTS. I know they are like a group, boys that sing. I'm so confused.
Do you
Should have been called hot
like my
dogging.
outfit today?
I'm so sorry, Sheena. I don't know what's going on. Jin says, I just tuned in, please, bro. I don't know what's going on. Chat is teaching me things that I have no idea about. For armpit fetishes. So basically anything that kind of has a crevice. A hole in a crevice, right? You can put your little ding-a-ling in there. That's wild. See, that's just, I don't know. That's just crazy. Okay, reset. Because things for millennials, the things that we remember were things like 2 girls, 1 cup. I forgot what it was. Something to do, I don't remember the term. Something to do with a glass jar.
Do you?
I don't remember the specific term. Yeah, 1 man, 1 jar, something like that. 2 girls, 1 cup. That was also a very millennial thing, which is disgusting. It involves fecal matter and vomit and just think of a chocolate sundae. Not very nice.
Lord Pathan, please don't ignore me.
Oh, thank God you missed it, Belle, because it's really gross. I have never heard of the 3 man 1 watermelon. I've only heard lemon party, meat spin, again 2 girls 1 cup, 1 man 1 jar. Yeah. Coconut. Huh? No, coconut is very much a new gen thing though.
Oh, for Lord Pathan.
I'm being an absolute shitter today, shit. No.
Found your weakness.
Can't escape it.
The final act.
I've refrained from knowing any of this shit. Wait, never mind, I'm not surprised. Yeah. You know, the internet back in the day was also really wild.
Don't underestimate me.
No escape.
Why does this guy feel so clunky?
I'll make it painless. Here's a taste of the abyss.
You've been de-virginized to the internet, Phil. Honestly, there's a lot of things I didn't know about. I found out through my cousin. Which is a little, my cousin's 6 years older than me, so that's also another wild thing.
Music is the rhythm of life.
Fireball Butcher? Yeah.
An eyesore.
Careful. I bite.
This guy's a biatch. I'm doing really bad too. Because, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. I think it's just because of his weird disappearing mechanic. It's kind of throwing me off. I like how we're discussing some really, really foul shit. Meanwhile, I'm just here in, I don't know. Meanwhile, we're just here. We're here just existing, guys. Soggy Biscuit? Wait, what? Is this another one that I don't know about?
Let's make this quick.
Don't underestimate. Who dares get between
You don't know about Soggy Biscuit? No, I have no idea. Can't think of what that would mean. I don't know. I can't think, what the hell would a Soggy Biscuit be?
I'll make it painless.
together? We'll compose
I don't want to know. Let me guess.
out of my sight.
Soggy Biscuit, I feel like would involve bodily fluids on genital regions.
Here's a taste
I don't
of
know.
the abyss.
You know what I mean? Kind of just sitting there marinating.
Found your weakness.
I don't know. This is the only thing I can correlate it to. I don't know. You're actually close. Yeah, that's the only thing I can kind of think of. Soggy Biscuit. Marinating is crazy. I mean, how else would something become soggy, you know? It would have to marinate. Blech. Yuck. I am sorry, chat. Man, your cousins are so sus and also sharing with someone 6 years younger. Yep. The internet is a very crazy place. Marinating a yo. I don't know about marinating in bodily fluids. It's a little bit disgusting. Nobody likes to marinate in their own sweat. You know, you feel icky, you feel sticky, you just feel yucky. It's just not it.
This is the
At least for me. English biscuit or American biscuit? What is the difference? Back in the day, there was also a challenge video which had Survivor playing in the background. I may have actually not heard this one. Zenless just changes the mind. What is this conversation? It is just a wild conversation. We can be playing games and talking about really weird things. English biscuit is like a cookie. Biscuit as in a piece of cracker? So, yeah, because if it's a cracker, it's like a saltine cracker. If it's a biscuit, it's more of... Oh, God, how do I describe what a biscuit is? Okay, to me, a biscuit is different from a cookie. Like a chocolate chip cookie. You don't call a cookie a biscuit. You know what I mean? Like, I think maybe Nose would understand this. Maybe Americans not so much. I don't know. One biscuit is racist and the other biscuit is extra. Wait, what? Hold on, what? I'm so confused. What is American biscuits? I heard American biscuits is what we would call scones or scones. You know what I mean? That's what I've heard, but I could be wrong. One biscuit could be a cookie. And then there's the whole debate of what is a wafer. That is true, but it depends. I know a guy who likes... What? Who likes to sniff his girlfriend on sweat. He do have a fetish. I mean, I guess that's okay. I refer to it as similar to a cookie for easier understanding, but American's biscuit is yeah, that's what I was thinking. American biscuit is something else. Am I wrong? Is what Americans refer to a biscuit is like a scone or a scone. I don't know how you guys pronounce it. I'm sure knows what a scone is. Scone, whichever. It's kind of like it's a thick breaded. It's just fucking bread, technically. It's a very dense piece of bread. And you put jam or butter on it, whatever you like. Yeah, it's like a lumpy bread thing. And it's really dense. Or crumpets. I don't think they would refer crumpets to biscuits though, because there's nothing similar to a biscuit texture for a crumpet. Crumpets are good though. A lumpy bready thing. Good description, knows. Yeah, I think for those who know what a scone is, it's just a lumpy little piece of bread. Yeah, crumpets are fluffy and airy, so that wouldn't be a biscuit. So you could say like a crumpet is like airy. It's not even bread actually. It's not even the same texture. So are multiple people marinated with, you guess what, and one last to do so? Eat. Blech. That's disgusting. What? So, okay, I'm just gonna be straight to the point. So essentially, this person's in a gangbang because it involves multiple people, and then they're marinated in their bodily fluids when they finish. And then someone eats it. That's nasty, bro. That's some freaky shit right there. Is tortilla a bread? I don't think so. I would probably say a tortilla. I would call a tortilla kind of like a wrap. Critics say it's nasty. I know, that's pretty gross, right? I guess wafer and cookies are biscuits. A biscuit is a category, no? The normal ones are called baked biscuits. I don't know, because it's definitely different in, all over the world. Because a cookie and a biscuit is different for me. A wafer to me is not a cookie. It is different. Yeah, I don't know. We're having a whole debate of weird things, and then you've got marinating bodily fluids and yucky stuff. The last one to finish, well, he's not having a good time. Oh my god, that's so gross. That just, ugh. Scones are just, imagine cake but bready and more tightly packed in a lump. Yeah, they're very tiny, but I just call it like, it's just like a dense piece of bread. And you have the choice of eating it with butter or jam or even honey or any type of topping really, but I think the traditional way would be with jam, right? Croissant is my favorite bread. Yo, croissants are so good. Have you guys ever tried a crookie? It's kind of a cross between, well, okay, it's basically a croissant with baked cookie dough on top and inside. It's so good. If you ever find any place that does cookies, yeah, it's a combination of a cookie and a croissant. It's so good. Pretty much, you bake the croissant, right? And then you just bake cookie dough on top of it and inside. It's really, really yummy. I think there's also another thing called a croffle, which is like a cross between a croissant and a waffle. That's also really good, by the way. It's so bad for you, but it's delicious. If you guys like waffles and croissants, imagine that together. Yum. I sound like a fatty. I'm sorry. I love food. On see all area snacks, so we can't debate. All are snacks. I mean, yeah, technically they're all snacks. Just different category, I need to cleanse my ears. I am so sorry, right? I am so sorry for your ears. 35 says I need to pee, but I can't miss this crucial information. This is a wild conversation. A crookie, is that when a cookie gone bad and turns to a crime? No. It's basically you just have a croissant and then you just put cookie dough and bake it. It's delicious. Yeah, it's crunchy and soft at the same time. And imagine the melty, like, you know, chocolate chip cookie dough. Oh my god. Sounds like a rejected McDonald's mascot. Who doesn't love food? I don't know. There are people out there who aren't much of a foodie and they just kind of eat it for survival. You know what I mean?
Oh wait, this is you take a pick. Looking good. Number 0. Anby.
Hi Grady, how are you? I'm being a potato because I haven't been paying attention. I'm currently doing DA, but I'm also just chatting as well. We're being a little bit potato. But how are you doing? The dancing Jane is cute. Head pat her and tell her to rest. Captain Cookie would make a great mascot name though. I'm really bad with names. I could not think of... Like, I can't think of any mascot names or names in general or like... you know, some people or some... How do I say... Like content creators or streamers, YouTubers have like I guess a nickname for chat. I'm really bad with names, so I don't have one. I have my finals in a bit and I think I'm cooked. Oh no. Wait, why? Did you not have enough time to study? Or did you leave it to the last minute? Okay. Oh no! Shit, that's fast. What the fuck? Jesus Christ! Oh my god. Why is he so fast? I can't even dodge. What? Oh man. Is there a biscuit character in Cookie Run? Oh my god, I haven't played Cookie Run in ages. It's been years actually. Did anybody get into the whole Cookie Run phase back then? I definitely did. Bruh, why is this guy such a bitch? It's my best friend, the red robot. Oh, welcome back, Mac. What did you get for food? Grinnick says no, can't goon so hard, pass for me. Yeah, I mean, technically, Cookie Run Kingdom is kind of a kid game, but it is fun. It was fun. I like management games, that's why. Bruh, can you let me dodge? Ooh, sounds good. Anything slaps with an egg. This guy's so annoying. Maximizing Jane dance? Hell yeah, rat dance, let's go. I'm doing really bad, I'm sorry chat. I know this is probably not the thing you signed up to watch. It's really garbage plays. No. Spare me, please.
Down strategy.
Stop! You freaking prick. Oh my god, he fucking backhands you too. Shit. I feel like maybe Jane would be better to use for this guy. I don't know.
That felt good.
I don't know. I'm not liking this. I think maybe I should use Jane for this one.
Loyalty. Move it. Jackpot! Light him off.
I don't know. What should I do, chat? Should I use Jane for this one? Because he moves a lot. I think it's really hard for Ambi. You can get the charge up quick, but holy shit, what? Would recommend Miyabi's right hand woman. True. Yeah, I need to parry him, but Jesus Christ, he moves so quick. This man. Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Now you pay.
Oh my god, please! Ah, fuck, I missed that first one. Did you see videos in Silver Palace, the new upcoming game? Yeah, I did see it. I do like the art style. I do wonder how far into development they are though. Because at times it did look a little bit scuffed, but I like the style. It's different for once, you know?
Sign that the enemy's closing in. Huh.
I don't know why I used to run through this guy using Hario, but earlier I had a bit of a struggle. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's maybe because it's been a while and I just forgot. I also need to change my playlist because this ain't vibing right now. R&B with this is not working. I need something else. Maybe we can do... Did you guys know that Polka's ENVA is actually a VTuber? Wait, really? I actually didn't know. The graphics is crazy in that game. Even the showcase video had slow... Yeah, it's because it's using Unreal Engine 5, right? And it's still got a lot of bit funky moments in there. Ah! Shit. No! Man, getting that... I think... No, last time I had Yanagi for this one, yeah. I felt like it's easier to parry for Yanagi. Because Ambi's like flying everywhere. I don't know. Bro. The fuck? I'm being a shitter. I forgot how to play, chat. Help. I have some funk playing right now. Oh my god, not the backhand.
That felt good.
Okay. Bro, the camera angles, I can't.
Sound strategy. What you deserve. No more games. Let's go. No point ready. In the head.
Hold. Yumi's.
Get ready.
Shit.
Right on cue. Off balance. Now you pay.
I missed that one. This. Oh, shit. I don't like this run, man. Oh, MC Hammer, you can't touch this. It's okay. I'll just redo until I get it right. Whoops. Let me just redo that. Wait, what?
I'm here.
Remember when I spent 6 hours on this boss? I cannot believe you did that. Holy crap.
Nicole, don't push yourself.
That's crazy. Our stream is tenacious. Hell yeah.
Now you pay.
Whew.
That felt good.
Eat my black hole. Sorry, not sorry. I'm getting destroyed now. Fuck. God damn it. He didn't want to eat the black hole, man. This song is throwing me off too. Okay.
Watch out. You got game. Wide open.
It's over now.
A sound strategy.
No more games. Let's go.
No point running. Need ahead.
Get those hits in.
Loyalty. Get ready.
That's 9.
You deserve. Take a break, Nicole. Now you pay.
Oh my god, my camera angles, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Beg for mercy.
I fucked up there. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. It's fine. Okay, I'm still in the window, whatever. I kind of swapped too quick.
Now you pay. It's time. Right on cue. Stay focused.
Ah, please don't do this to me. Okay.
I won't back down.
Get fucked.
Hurry up. This won't hurt much. Need ahead.
Oh, I need her ult.
Catch you in the next life.
Oh no, my camera angle is getting destroyed, y'all.
Stay alert. Now you pay.
Oh my god. Not the camera angles, bro. Ah, shit. I missed that last one. I'm gonna lose points. A lot of points. It's okay.
It's over. Perfect.
We can try to perfect it later.
For me.
It's fine.
Watch out.
Can you not? He's doing a lot. Jeez.
Engaging.
All right. Together now.
Time to wrap things up. Right on cue.
Whoosh.
Nicole, don't push yourself.
I can do better than that, but that's okay. I missed like, I think it was two parries. But it's okay. Cameras in this game is either cursed or blessed, right? Holy shit, my camera angles were cursed then. Oh my god. Ayo, 3 stars. Yes. I always just try to get the 3 stars and then later I try to see if I can get a better score. Okay. S. Ambi has dialogue for Nicole. Yeah. It's still Ambi. Let me skip. Can I change my playlist? Okay, there we go. Does she have unique dialogue for other Cunningham members? I actually don't know. I wasn't aware. That's so cute. Bless Ambi. Does she say anything to Ambi? I've actually never put 2 Ambis together. I should do 2 Ambis and Soldier. I wonder what that would be like. That'd be very interesting.
Eradicate.
Okay.
Strike. Want a glass of nitro? A new case to I would my you ready and
Let me see.
you have my blade is at the ready. I would not looking hey awaiting further
Who should be my third?
Want a glass of nitro? And you could you want to test my look
This Chingy or Lucy?
cup of hot water.
I don't know. Who should I put as my third? It's kind of a funky one. Miyabi's literally gonna carry them, but
To what do I owe the pleasure? Standing by.
Which alias?
A. Ambi tells Billy to do repairs. I'd assume S. Ambi does the same. Choose Lucy over Chingy for this team.
Numbers good.
Okay. I haven't used Lucy in a while. We'll see how this goes. Hope chat is enjoying. I hope you guys are enjoying chilling with me. I know I'm like super random today. Kind of doing whatever. Oh, thank you for the follow, Rentius. Welcome in. How are you today? Oh my god, I forgot there's another one. Whoopsies. Jane dancing chibi matches the music. Stream is good. I feel like Jane, the rat dance suits everything. Be vibing.
Weakling.
Oh, should just dodge, huh?
There's no time to lose. My blade is already sheathed.
Eat poopies.
Resistance is futile.
Come back down.
It's over.
Oh my god.
I swear
Okay,
on
there
my
we go.
blade.
Wonder why Hoyo decided to have Ambi as S tier. Wouldn't it replace her as an S agent? I mean, with her story, it does make sense though. But at the same time, it probably does feel weird that now there's 2 Ambis, even though they're the same character, if that makes sense.
One sprinkle suffice.
And the winner is me! I see it. Press forward. My blade is already sheathed.
I'm being a poopies. Oh no, my Lucy.
You're done. Purging slash. It's over.
Hold up.
Such provocations don't go any
I just started playing Zenless today. Any advice from the streamer or chat? Honestly for me, I always just say don't pull for the meta. But again, that is more of a preference thing, of course. But I always just like to go with, if I like the character, if I like the way they play, I pull for them. I don't really follow what people tell me who I should be pulling for, because it's good for this or it's good for that. If it happens to be the meta, well, you know, then it's lucky. Yeah. Shino says your Miyabi must be a lot better than mine. My Miyabi is at M2. Gonna pull for the people I find attractive. Yeah, exactly. That's what I do. But again, sometimes if I don't have enough pulls, and I'm like, no, but it's okay. Sometimes sacrifices, you know, have to be made. Same as mine, M2.
It's over.
I'm being a poops.
Don't get hit. My blade is already sheathed.
Okay. Lucy, get your piggies out. I keep forgetting.
It's over.
Have you guys done DA yet, by the way?
My blade is already sheathed. Resistance is futile. Victory. The only
My
option.
GP is going nuts. I'm so sorry if that's really loud.
Weakling.
Oh no, I swapped at like the worst time.
We press on.
Did my
Mind and
first
body.
try quick? No, bringer means easier to me. True though. No one likes bringer. He's a little bit poopies. I don't know how I feel in this one. I wasn't doing as well.
I'm unstoppable. Good work, Chief. Surrender.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Redo. Done doing DA? Nope, not yet. So a lot better than mine. I can't afford to get Mindscapes. It really depends on which character though, because I really liked Miyabi, so I decided to try the Mindscapes.
Weakling.
But yeah, she'll eventually come around again too, so. I actually know how to not trigger chain in Haru Dash. Now time to perfect my 18 dash. Man, it looks so satisfying when you do get that combo though. It's kind of wild. You just need Miyabi and 2 other ice agents. My ice team is Miyabi, Sukaku, and Alan. For me, or... I mean, using... Because when I fight Bringer, I use Miyabi, Yanagi, and honestly, those 2 are usually fine for me. But yeah, it does depend too.
If you want to just be brain dead about it, then you can do that with Miyabi.
Leave the rest resistance is futile.
Memphis Steve.
My blade is already sheathed. Yep. Purging slash. It's over.
Trying to do Yanagi, Bernice with Marriott and Miyabi for the middle one. Oh. Shit, I looked at chat. Ah! I got fucking whacked. No. Don't mind me. I do tend to do a lot of restarts if I do like something super messy. I'm like, oh, time to restart. Didn't like it.
Weakling.
Perfectionist problems. Oh, what the fuck, the other bitch. No, my poor Yanagi, she got smacked. Because she was still on the floor.
My blade is already sheathed.
PC chill. Oh shit, they went into the phase. No! My ult! Restart. Yay. Zenless devs say they're going to make more agents do stuff off field. Yeah, I mean, with all the current, with all the new agents, pretty much with Pulchra, Trigger, and now Vivian and all that, there's a lot of off-field damage going off, which is, it's really nice to see. Oh my, but the screen, there's so many things coming up at once. But it's nice that they are doing that too. It looks cool. Thank you for the follow, literally one. Welcome in. How are you today? Mono iced tea with Miyabi scores better. Thank you, Pitbull, for the head pats. I just want more skins. Yeah, the next one is for the new agent, no?
Over. Leave the rest. Waste of time. My blade is already sheathed. There's no time to lose.
Get rid of that clone.
Over.
You're fake. Get out of here.
Victory, the only option.
No, you bitch.
You're done.
Dang it.
Surrender. My blade. Such provocation.
Where are you going? Never mind, Mono Ice Team build is sweaty. Who doesn't like sweaty teams though?
One sprinkle suffice. Home run! Purging slash.
Oh my god! You like Sukaku? What is this camera angle? What the? That was so weird.
Resistance is futile. I see it. You're done.
Thank you for the build. I'ma smack you.
Weakling.
That was the weirdest camera angle though, but it's okay, we had it. Can you not? You know, at a certain point, I kind of just forget the clone exists and I just get smacked by everything. Like my brain just decides to stop working. My poor Miyabi.
We press on. What's this one? No forgiveness. Victory. The
I
only
gave up.
option. The enemy's recalibrated. And the winner is me!
Oof. Landed right on a jabby jab. It's okay. Not exactly the cleanest run, but it's okay. Yaniki's level of flashiness is peak. She's so fun to play. That pose is hot. Nice wipeout. Yes. We got legs for days. Let's see. 40, 36. Oh. So 36 and 31. I can do better for this one. This one as well, I didn't do as well. Yeah, it's okay. Yaniki always has really great wipeouts. Honestly, I agree. She always does. Okay. What else do I need to do? Oh fuck, my ears. Holy shit. God dang it, Mackie. Gave up. Only 100 to 200 points difference, high or low. Yeah, honestly, I mean, DA will always be there. It's kind of just more personal, just a personal thing for yourself if you want to try to beat your old score, which is a nice challenge for yourself too. Gmo says, finally 9-starred all my DA. I couldn't Oh, but congratulations though, at least you got all the 9 stars. That's good. Holy shit, I'm so sorry, literally. Yeah, the pipes one is intentionally loud, so everybody suffers when someone redeems it. I'm so sorry if I've missed a lot of the chat as well. Let me just see. Rekka says, I wonder how far the Zenless story will progress for. I think it will end in 5 seasons. Who knows? Yeah, it's kind of crazy that we're coming up on season 2, huh? I cannot for the life of me get Alan to work. I don't play Alan to really know how to use her as well, so I'm quite potato with a lot of the characters, I'll admit that. Chat likes to bully me for having skill issues, but hey, nothing wrong with skill issues. I'm having fun still, then that's okay. I think I'm slacking on my pasta. Thank you for the self-care. Grinnick says Alan is more of a dash attack. Oh, where is he? Are you pulling? Am I? I mean, if Steve wants me to, I don't mind. We'll see that how lucky his account is. And Bang... Oh, is there a Bangbu coming? Actually, I don't know. Miyabi perfect amount of flashy in my opinion without being too overpowering. Don't get fooled by the seemingly not so good act, chat. She's cracked. What do you mean? When? Where? What? How? We gotta do the 5 W's now. Oh my god, where'd my chopstick go? I don't think I'm cracked though. on and off with Zenless here and there, so that's why I'm a little poopies. Maybe he will get banned this time. Oh my gosh. I mean, what if the luck is really bad though? She needs to run, then when her scissors glow, she do heavy damage. Yeah. Bet. Critic says true. What do you mean true? Where? What? What evidence do you have? Excuse me? Shino says, do you do account reviews by any chance? No, I actually don't, just because how do I am not like a how do I say this in a nice way? I'm not like a sweaty player, if that makes sense. I don't know how to say this without sounding rude. I'm not trying to be rude. I just what I mean is that like I'm also just a basic, yeah, I'm just a tower streamer. I am not one to really advise people on how to build their characters because I don't know. I don't feel that I'm that helpful. I, if anything, just know more so the basics of, you know, what stats you're supposed to be building for. Yeah. In regards of that though, I do think that chat is definitely more knowledgeable than I am. I'm not really chronically online enough to be like looking up guides and all these things. But a lot of people in our chat definitely do help a lot in terms of if you want to build a certain character. We do have a Zenless channel in the community Discord for that as well, where people do ask about their character builds. Yeah. Pull up the long tower streams. Your tower no hit run before Miyabi releases. True. That's kind of wild though. And then I proved to myself I could do no hit damage before no hit runs became a thing with the new tower, which is kind of crazy. And then I remember how everybody was like, why are you doing no hit? You don't need to. There's no achievements. And I'm like, I know, but I wanted to do that, you know, to challenge myself. Yeah, with no Miyabi, and I didn't pull Caesar, and I didn't have Avocado Boo. So like I had Jane. Yeah, it was Jane, Bernice, and Lucy. Or it was either Jane, Seth, and Lucy. It was always with Jane. I still remember Kimmy doing my tower. Then she had to take a long ass break from Zenless. Traumatized from... Yeah, I was traumatized. Because to get that burn off was freaking ridiculous. Holy shit. Yeah, and then it was Jane, Seth, and Chingy. Yeah, I was always alternating two of the members out with my Jane. Jane is OP with her double dodge. Yeah, she is. She's really fun. And then when I was doing the new towers, I found fighting Jane so much easier than fighting Pompey. Because Pompey has two phases and it's so annoying, especially if you want to do that no hit, you know? You get hit by the second phase, you have to restart all over again. And you're like, God dang it. Freaking poopies. Oh, man. But yeah, I do like Jane and her dodge. It's so good. Jane has the fear factor though. But you don't have to restart. Wait, what do you mean you don't have to restart? Because if you're going for the Demon Lord titles, you have to not get hit, you know? And so that's why for when I was, it's only for the new towers though, so that's why I did no hit. Caesar was my first limited S rank. Ooh. Chingy was my first one, and then it was followed by Jane. But I didn't get Chingy's weapon. Don't Jane easily dodge the second phase of Pompey? No, what I mean is that when you fight Jane, so you can fight Shadow Jane in towers. So out of Shadow Jane and Pompey, I find it much easier to fight Jane than I do Pompey, because the annoying thing about Pompey when it's not the red one is that he's got 2 phases, right? So you get through the first phase, and if you don't get hit, that's fine. And then the second phase, if you get hit, you're like, well, fuck. I want to do my Demon Lord badge, so I have to restart. And you're starting from phase 1 with Pompey, so that's the annoying thing about it. Red Pompey's on steroids. The construction, yeah, see, I also find the construction robots more annoying to do as well. Jane, to me, I didn't mind. It was fun. I pretty much had her mechanics down to a T when I fought her. Pretty much it was like the amount of restarting the run and learning the mechanics and knowing when to parry and knowing when, like if you're using Miyabi, knowing when Miyabi is able to do her parry as well is really good. Because you can pretty much, there's a window when Jane does her charge attack, and with Miyabi, if you time it right, you can actually block the whole thing. However, if you're like half a second too late, then you'll get hit by that second dash. I got up to 100 with the tower. Both of them were nightmares. I think I had to trigger cheese Jane. Wait, how do you cheese Jane? I've beaten that 100 floor last stand battle tower already. Got my title in new tower. Yeah, I already did the the -1 and no hit. Yep. I was that tower. I was that person that streamed a lot of tower runs before the new one came out. I was that tower girly who just like suffered hours on hours on hours and doing it and restarting. It's fun though. For me, it was fun. It was a nice challenge for myself to do. I know chat was like, what the fuck? What is this endurance? How can you sit here or stream for 6 hours doing towers? I'm just like, it's okay for me actually. I don't mind it. Yeah, 4 hours on the same stage. You guys remember when I was so shit at Thanatos and now it's like a breeze. I might be a slow learner, maybe, I don't know. I'd assume that I am, but because I've restarted so many times and put the time and patience into it, I'm just able to memorize his mechanics at this point. It's kind of like it just becomes muscle memory at some point. And she says she ain't cracked. Hey, I didn't start cracked. I started off really scuffed. I still am though. When will the next 100 floors be Kiwi? I don't know. I'm at this point where for the new towers, it just takes so long to kill them. And at a point, you just become mindless. And I'm just like, my eyes are glazing over. This battle is taking too long. Chat doesn't realize we played MMOs and grinded. Yeah, so it's like I reminded back then with chat that because I have the endurance is due to playing MMOs and doing raids and doing all these things. That's why I don't mind sitting here for 6 hours doing the exact same thing. I think I've done 31 demon medals and called it quits after I beat floor 100. I'm just slowly going through it. However, I haven't touched it in a while. I just, like, at a point, it just took so long. Ever 14 dedication? Yeah. Yeah, I was up to Bringer. And this one's the stupid robots. Ugh. Yuck. I don't know. It ends up taking so long. And I'm just like, dude, can you hurry the fuck up? And I was using this team. This is my OG OP team. They're still really OP though. I think this seasonal battle tower will last until 2.0. This one is season 1, so you got plenty of time to reach it. Yo, the Astra skin? Hell yeah. Best. I like her skin, it's really nice. I don't know, I didn't really like her original one that much. Let's see. Time to be a potato. I haven't done this in a while. Not gonna lie, I forgot how to do towers. It's been a while.
My blade is already sheathed. I swear on my blade.
Can I do it? Maybe not today. But I can have fun doing a little bit of towers. I don't mind.
Weakling.
No, not like this. No, my Nicole. Your link says, well, I'm gonna go bye. Take care. Thank you for dropping by.
My blade is already sheathed.
Oh, there goes the hand slap. Ay, ay, ay. It could be fine for you. I'm so rusty though. Oh shit. No, not the swap and the freaking bonk. As long as it's not Jane and Pompey. No, especially Pompey. I can't deal with Pompey. He is just... Ugh. Anything to do with 2 phases. Oh my god, it's so long. That's what he said? I don't even know. Oh my god. I'm being a potato.
Over.
Oh shit! No, it doesn't reach him. Sad. Oh my god. Oh, hi Kai, how are you? It's been a while. Then again, we're really bad at replying to messages. No! Oh my god. Swipe? No, I haven't swiped actually. I'm not gonna lie, it is tempting. It is very tempting. How have you been?
Weakling.
Oh shit. Not the hand, please. Okay. How you doing, miss your classes? Right? Missing Sensei Kai here.
My blade is already sheathed. I swear on my blade.
Oh, that's actually old. Are you kidding me?
Weakling.
Hold on. Okay. Oh my god, I'm being a potato. I haven't done towers in a while. I'm a little bit shit. I am so sorry if I'm missing a couple messages. No! 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 I fucked up. I was like, shit, that's the lasers, not the other one. God damn it. Kind of want it because he's pretty fun to play, but pulling for men? What do you mean? There's nothing wrong with pulling for men. You know, okay, I'm going to show you something. I don't know if you noticed this, Kai, but I'm going to show you. Has to be ponytail. Yes. I may be ruining this for people, but
Eradicate all evil.
Please forgive me.
he's literally thrusting. When he switched You literally got Hugo thrusting at you. I am sorry. I've ruined this for a few people. You know what's funny? When I was doing the demo, right? I was like, wait, Hugo has jiggle physics. I was like, no way, he's got jiggle physics. What? He's got thigh jiggle physics and he like, well, more so hip jiggle physics. I don't know. He does this weird movement with his hip, so it makes everything else kind of, you know, wiggle around. So I'm like, Forgive me, he said, you force him. I don't know. I was like, well, hey, that's nice they gave him some jiggle physics. It's kind of funny that happened there. Kind of want to pull since his gameplay is really fun. I like his character though. I like the design. Nose doesn't like his voice though. Says he sounds like an old man. I need mommy. Yeah, she is coming next. Oh boy. Maybe you could swipe for both. Like on thighs also have. Oh, really? I actually did not notice. I just I noticed Hugo's. My bad. I'm like, he's really nicely designed though. Man. Just imagine him talking in a Michael Jackson voice. Why? But the thing is, if I get Hugo, I know I'm going to want to get the weapon. Oh, you got a pay raise? Nice. I'm currently in basically I'm like halfway through. How do I describe? It's because when I started the job, we had public holidays. So technically I've got 2 more days of my training and then I'm done with training, like the whole 6 weeks. And then I'm pretty much let go on my own. Scary. I am scared. What's his weapon?
Please
Let me have a look.
for stealing the moonlight.
It's just diamonds. That's his W engine. But yeah, I did a 10 pull and I got 2 Sukakus. I was like, what the heck? It's a wedding ring. Is Hugo proposing? I mean, I wouldn't say no. Hugo W engine for decoration. I like the animation. Sorry for the sniffles as well. I am still recovering from my cold. I pulled and I got Coletta. Ugh. Brother, what? Is he the first one to have a weapon that is not ball-shaped? Oh, true. Is he? I mean, I know something that's ball-shaped, but it's not his weapon.
Eradicate all evil.
My mind's in the gutter today. I'm sorry. Well, actually, no, wait. You've got Miyabi's, which is a shrine. It's not ball-shaped. His is a shrine. Anything else? You know, this one looks super sus. The electro lip. Lordy lord. Yeah, everything else is kind of ball-shaped, huh? Yeah, DSL weapon. I guess.
This is the path
Yeah, I don't know. I'm scared for my luck though. That's the thing. I mean, I know I have a lot of pulls, but the next character though... Could you press start on Hugo's weapon? Eh? Oops, I went to signal shop. Why did I go there? Details. Actually, I haven't even looked what it gives. What do I do? Oh yeah, there's lighters. Ay, ay, ay. It's a hollow ball, I'd like to say. Technically, it's a hollow ball. And then it comes into a ring. It looks cool though. This one's lighters. He has hollow balls because he keeps thrusting. Damn. Does Hugo wear a ring?
Eradicate. You have this.
Does
Wish you a
he?
fabulous day.
Well, he does wear rings. Why are you wearing rings over your gloves though?
Please.
What's going on?
forgive me for stealing the moonlight.
Yeah, he's got rings. Cock ring? Wait, oh, what? What is happening, chat? Why are you guys so thirsty? What the fuck? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what a cock ring does. I'm uneducated, okay? Chat is wild. Chat is wild. What the hell? Okay. Anybody who knows, I have no idea. What is that supposed to do exactly? Like, is it stopping circulation or what? I just, what? Huh? I'm sorry, but what? I'm preventing my thoughts from leaking out. And you got Bryce just spitting. I know. He's just straight up like, cock ring. Like, huh? Oh, I'm so sorry, listeners. See, you've got a little bit of sensor with the balls are empty because, you know, because of his thrusting. Those balls are empty, that's why his balls are holidays. And then you've got 35 with probably cock ring. Okay. So I've heard. It's to control leakage of coconut extract. What? Also, hi, just lurking, just had to read. I'm so sorry, listeners. Oh no. I know, honestly, I don't know what the purpose of that is supposed to do. I just assume it keeps your hot dog hard longer. I don't know. I don't know these things. The same purpose as a septum ring? Huh? Wait, what? What is a septum ring supposed to do? I thought it's just a nose piercing. Will I get banned if I go direct? I do not know, actually. Yeah, that's what I've heard, that it restricts the blood flow, so I assume it, you would stay. Yeah, I don't know. I assume the duration would be longer. I don't know. What the hell? A penile ring? What is that? Oh, wait, are you talking about a genital piercing now? I'm so confused. What's going on? Speaking of experience, no. We're all grown adults here, chat. It's fine. I just don't know these things. The topics today are so wild. I'm very confused. I'm also very confused. I don't know the purpose of what a PP ring does. I also don't really get the aesthetic of a PP piercing. That just sounds painful. Imagine getting your PP hole pierced. Ugh, that just sounds painful. Because, you know, on mushroom top, they do say it's very sensitive. Unless you've gotten the snip, then probably not. I don't know. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. Listeners with the banana and the ring. I saw a weird word in it. Oh no. welcome back. I was just saying, because 35 said something about a cock ring, and I was like, what is the purpose of that? Because I really don't know. And then we went to genital piercings, and I also said, what is the point of getting a PP piercing? That just sounds incredibly painful. Imagine the healing process. Imagine when you need to pee. Can you imagine the burning sensation? And then I was saying how if you get the PP pierce, which is on your mushroom top and the pee hole, the mushroom top is sensitive unless you have been snipped, then probably not. Yeah, so I'm very confused. Why did I think of a UTI? You know, the burning sensation. I'm sure it's much more painful than that. I just don't know. I don't know. I blame 35. He brought up a cock ring. I don't know why. Just don't ask these questions, Kimmy. Because there are people who pierce and even... Yeah, I've seen the tongue split one. That's kind of freaky. No, but what I can't imagine is... What happens if the piercings... The PP piercing gets caught? It's... Like, what if it gets snagged? Ooh. I'm sorry. Just don't visualize it, but I'm just like, how? What happens if the piercing gets snagged on something? Hot dogs are 50%? Oh my god. Fucking hell. It gets snagged, it gets messy. Yeah, the pee-pee hole won't become a hole anymore, it'll just become a crater. Well, shit. Yeah, that's something that I just have no idea about.
Fabulous day.
Some people like pain though, it gives them pleasure. I mean, yeah, everyone's got a different preference, I guess. Everyone's got their own fetishes too. If it gets snagged, you get PP debuffed. Oh no. It wouldn't be called a PP anymore, it's just gonna be P. Today is very educational. I guess it is. I'm just... Yeah, I just can't imagine the uncomfortable feeling of just the piercing, like the healing part, if you do get your specific areas pierced, your genitals. I did hear if you do get, for example, a nipple piercing, there's the potential, there is a chance that you can lose feeling. And apparently that's also the same with genitals. There is a chance that you could lose feeling. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I get the aesthetics of a nipple piercing. Just not a genital piercing. That's just the one that I'm very confused about. But I mean, again, everybody's got different preferences. It's just, yeah. I just think of the worst. Like, what if you get snagged? What if you lose feeling? You know? It's the what ifs for me. Thank you for the follow, Packaged Air. Welcome in. How are you today? Chat's a little... Yeah, our chat today is very different. Kimmy's okay with the nipple piercing. No, what I'm saying is, like, I get the aesthetics of a nipple piercing, but again, there is a chance that you could lose feeling in your nipple as well. Yeah. And also, if you do get that snagged, ouch. You don't want to rip off your nipple. I'm sure it's much worse, much more worse than a freaking nipple cripple. Surely we won't get banned from Twitch. I don't think you can get banned for talking about piercings. You know what I mean? I think it's as long as you're not being offensive or anything, it's fine. And plus, this chat is for mature audiences. Like, do people taste metal? I wouldn't think so. I don't know. I really don't know. Lol, bro, just catching your pee in the zip is bad enough. Ooh. How does that happen? That's also one thing I don't get. I mean, your pee-pee is in your underwear. Or you just letting it loose and you actually zipped up your pee. Oh, jeez. Or it's just like you're very well endowed and you accidentally zipped yourself. We also question ourselves, Kimmy. We go ew. What? I feel like that would be so uncomfortable though. Because you just have a little like sausage wiggling down there and balls. It's just like things are just moving in all sorts of places. I don't know. Don't know how that works. Yeah. You know, I had an experience with an ex. It was my first ex. It was kind of gross actually. I don't know, gross is a nice way to say it, but when a guy goes to the toilet, right, you just go pee. You're supposed to like, I don't know, you do a shake or what. I don't know what you do. I have no idea. To get rid of like the excess pee or liquids, whatever. So essentially he had a pee spot on his underwear and that was just really gross to me. Yes, cheesy boy. Yuck. Squeeze it out. Yeah, exactly. Pee spot on your underwear is just for me, it's just, ew. And the smell of pee is really yucky too. Like when it lingers, it's really, oh my God. Speaking of like pee and all that stuff, bro, the female toilets at work and the people that we work with, I swear to God, we're working with, I don't know, just some deranged people, because the other day there was shit on the floor. Like, what? How do you miss the toilet bowl? How did the shit end up on the floor? I'm just very confused. These toilets in our work building, it's literally people we work with. No one else can access unless you need an access card and it's only for employees. So I'm just like, dude, we work with these people. Whoever fucking took a shit on the floor, that is disgusting. And whoever took a shit on the seat, what the fuck? And who took a shit in the toilet bowl and didn't flush it and there's no toilet paper. Like, bro, you didn't wipe your ass. You've got a fucking mud butt. What is going on? What the fuck? I'm working with these people and I don't know who these people are and they fucking scare me, that the fact that somebody came in and just took a shit on the floor. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yes, mud butt, because there's been many instances where somebody took a shit in the toilet, clearly did not flush the toilet. There's no tissue paper to be seen. That means you've got fucking either crusty ass or mud butt. You know what I mean? You put your underwear on without wiping your butt. You've got shit stuck between your cheeks. Ew. What the fuck? I'm so disturbed. You've got shit nuggets. What the hell? Bro, skid marks. Oh my God. Okay, seeing skid marks in a toilet bowl is fine, but the fact that somebody took a full-on big ass shit and there's no toilet paper to be seen. However, there's toilet paper in the dispenser. This person did not wipe their ass. They proceeded to put their underwear on and continue to come back to their desk and sit on the seat. Ew. Squishing the shit between their cheeks. You know what I mean? That's really gross. And there's also another case of someone missing the toilet seat while they took a shit and it's on the seat. That is so gross. I feel so bad for the people who have to clean the toilets. Like what I don't understand is, how did you miss the toilet bowl and how did the shit go flying onto the seat? Like all the way in the back of the seat is what I mean. If it's on the edge, okay, fair enough. Maybe you like were hovering too close to the seat. But how does it hit all the way in the back? You know what I mean? Were you straining that hard that it just flew right out and flew into the back of the toilet seat? I'm so confused. No, it's a she. That's the thing. They're female toilets. You know what I mean? And the people who have access, they have an access card. And those are employees. So somebody fucking decided to just do a rocket shit and it flew right into the seat. And then also another time, someone, I don't know, either just didn't make it to the toilet and took a shit on the floor. Oh my God. They didn't even bother to pick up their own shit. I feel so bad for the cleaner who had to pick up that piece of dookie. Because it was a fat piece of dookie. Yep. And there was another instance where one of the cubicles had toilet paper everywhere and there was a dirty ass pad on the floor. Yeah. And people think the women's toilets are really clean. No, the things I've seen in there, it's a fucking crime. Nightmare fuel. Dude, it's fucked. And I'm thinking to myself, yes, they are public toilets, but you don't treat your own toilet at home like this, do you? Because if you do, that's very concerning. I don't know. I just can't get over the one where somebody took a shit, did not wipe, and proceeded to go back to work. You know what I mean? That would feel so gross. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, imagine just your skid marks between your butt crack just marinating between the cheeks all day. Ugh. I can't. Oh my God. That's the thing, right? Like, why are you like this in public? Yeah, exactly. Why are you like this in public? I don't think they are like this in their private space, you know? That's just wild. This is someone else's problem now. Proceeds to nuke the cubicle. Dude, it sucks because it's like you're not even being considerate of other people who use these toilets. It's just crazy. But Kimmy, could you not smell that person? They must have reeked. Could you not tell? I don't know who it would be. That's the thing. You know, it could be anybody. And I just don't know. I just know it was not anyone in our training group. It would have been an employee that's been there for a while. And also another thing that's really wild to me is that they are very adamant on how you dress, like smart casual. However, on Monday, we saw someone literally in pajamas, in full-blown pajamas. I don't know if you guys know what an hoodie is, but basically it's kind of like a blanket hoodie. They had that on with fluffy pajama pants and fucking slippers. And my coworker and I were like, hold up, how are you saying that how are you being so strict about the dress code? Meanwhile, you got this motherfucker walking in with pajamas. I'm very confused. I was like, what on earth is going on? That's just crazy. If my dog has mud butt, I could smell it a mile away. How does a colleague walk around with shit stuck on him and not? I don't know. I don't want to know. Unless you've got a fat butt. I don't know. I really don't know. You should put a hidden camera to snitch on this. Being the shitter. No. Illegal. Cannot. Unless they... God knows. I don't want to know. I hope they didn't wash their ass in the sink or something. Ugh. That's even worse, dude. Your shit particles are floating everywhere or like splattering everywhere. Yuck. Yuck. Ew. People are wild. I'm traumatized. Those toilets have traumatized me. Society can only be measured by how one behaves. Yeah, exactly. And on the ground floor of these ones, the only way to access those toilets as well is through an access, like your access pass. And But unfortunately, the ground floor is also open to the public because there's a post office and, you know, people coming in and out. So sometimes you get the occasional straggler, I guess you could say. And during I think it was the second week of training, a straggler found his way into the building, and because he can't access the toilets, you know what he decided to do? He decided to take a piss next to the training room door. So that's fun. That's actually quite disgusting. Yeah. So then, you know, we had a team member that came in and said, yeah, just letting you guys know, some random guy that just came through the front door decided to take a piss on the side of the training door. So just be careful while they're trying to find a cleaner. So that's great. So when you open that door, you saw a puddle of piss. Fun. I just don't know. People are funky. I get it. When you need to go, you need to go. But don't go pissing in a building. Yeah, it was a puddle of piss. Because they decided to piss right next to the training door. They decided to just piss on government property. Oh my god. Instead of going to the train station to use the toilets. Like, the train station's literally next to the building. You could go to the toilet there. They're public. But no, this guy decided, no, I'm just going to piss on this building. What the fuck? Oh, man. Luckily, I've not witnessed any gross toilets like that at work. Yeah, you're lucky. The women's toilets can be really foul. That urine has volumes, bro. Yeah, exactly. That was a lot of piss and it was really gross. Very potent. Piss outside the window or something. I feel like that would... I don't know. What if it's windy though? Wouldn't it just, you know, slightly kind of go off course? I don't know how that works. I know my brain only has 512 megabytes, but I still have morals. What are these adults I'm hearing? Exactly. I'm just thinking to myself, what on earth is going on? We're living in a circus right now. I'm just going on a yap about this whole toilet. This is wild. What is happening? It's just, I don't know. These experiences I never dealt with my other job. But with this one, it's just crazy. Why not just pee by some bush or some soil or something? Find a patch of nature and let loose. Yeah, you could. But in this case, it's like the job that I'm at. It's in the city. So, of course, you're not going to really find much, you know, greenery or soil or dirt. But literally, there's a train station next to that building and there are public toilets there. And for some reason, the dude decided to just go into the building and pee. Just pee on the floor. Okay. I forgot what happened when I was a kid. I pissed on my window. Wait, what? Did you forget to roll down the window? What happened? If you pissed on your window, it would have like reflected back to you, no? Oh my god. Ah, that's wild. I think I was afraid of going out to piss. I remember my cousin, apparently there was a spider in the toilet. Like we were really young. There was like a small spider in the toilet and she was too scared to go to the toilet. So you know what she did instead? She decided to pee in the bathtub. Yeah. Why were you afraid to piss outside? Rice, you're getting more interesting every day. I know, we're finding new things about Rice, huh? Very interesting facts we're finding out right now. Oh boy. You were inside to boot? I have no idea. Man. All I can say is very wild. I mean, at least you were a kid. What are your thoughts in peeing in the shower bathtub? Well, okay, so if you're taking a bath, why would you pee in the bathtub? Because then technically you're just bathing in your own piss, because that piss is just floating around in the bathtub water. Whereas if you were to pee in the shower, that's going to go down the drain. The drain isn't blocked. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a little bit weird if you pee in a bathtub when you're taking a bath. That's kind of gross. So you're essentially just bathing in your own pee and dead skin. I think a lot of people still pee in the shower though. I didn't think this through, my bad. Yeah, I was just like, hold up. In a bath? Nah. That's just, no. Kind of yucky. Like, because if you were to think about it, if you go to a public swimming pool, can you imagine the amount of people that are actually pissing in there? People can say, no, I would never pee in a swimming pool, but that's a lie. I'm sure they have at least once in their life. You know what I mean? I'm sure the person that you're swimming against or like swimming next to probably is pissing in the pool. If you walk by a warm spot in the pool, pretty sure someone's just pissed there. Yeah. If you think about it. Or if you're walking by a bunch of kids, for sure they're probably peeing in the pool. You can stop now, Kimmy. I swim. I am sorry. It's true though. Just think the chlorine. It's okay. It's just killing the bacteria in there. I did it. You did it. We all did it. We pissed in the pool. Yeah, pretty sure that was very common when everybody was a lot younger. Unless you're still doing it now. I don't know. I mean, you do you if that's what you want to do, but man. Actually, no. I remember when my primary school, like we had the chance to go swimming. I think it was like 2 weeks. And I don't know why I remember the specific memory, but someone accidentally elbowed me in the nose. And then my nose started bleeding while I was swimming. And then the teacher didn't even care that I was bleeding. She was just more concerned because, you know, you're in a pool and maybe she thought, because it's blood, you know what I mean? If it's like blood going into, if someone has an open wound, what if that person has, I don't know, some sort of sickness that can be transferred? Which makes sense, yes. But at the same time, a little kid, a little 7-year-old girl just got elbowed in the nose and is bleeding. And the first thing, you're like not even worried about their well-being. You're just more caring about the blood and, you know, potentially getting into the water. It's just wild. Like, I'm crying with my nose bleeding, you know. Yeah, that was a very interesting experience. But again, I get it with the whole blood transferring and open wounds and this is kind of icky. I get it. But yeah, just a wild time. And also being hit in the nose is it's not a great experience. I've been hit in the nose so many times. I'm actually surprised I haven't broken my nose. But there was a time where I was running and then my cousin, I don't know what he was doing, but essentially he elbowed me really hard in the nose. And I heard like a slight crack. So I was like, oh no, I think I broke my nose or fractured it or something. But thankfully nothing of that sort. But from that point on, I started getting really bad nosebleeds like every other day and really bad blood clots in my nose as well. And I'm like, this is not normal. Like even a tiny bump to my nose would cause a nosebleed. It was crazy. I was like, why is this happening? But yeah, I've had some interesting experiences for sure. We were really crazy when we were young. Yeah. And I've had like a really bad accident where, you know, those glass sliding doors? I've actually fallen on that before. So basically the glass door was open and, you know, like the metal and stuff on the bottom, basically that connects the glass onto that, if that makes sense. I fell really hard onto that, like the pieces of metal or whatever it is, and I cut my face. I was 9 years old, I think. And of course you have so much adrenaline, you don't feel what's going on. I get up and, you know, my auntie's asking, like, are you okay? Is everything okay? Blah, 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 because she heard the fall. It was a really hard fall. And I had my back towards her, so she didn't see I was bleeding. And I said, no, I'm okay. I turn around, she starts freaking out. I'm like, what happened? And then she freaked the fuck out and she took me to the bathroom to wipe my face. And that's when like I realized I cut my face so deep. I'm surprised I didn't get a scar from it though. Yeah. And then I started to feel the pain and it will, yikes. That was interesting. Yeah, a bundle of energy and disaster. And funny enough, that same glass sliding door, my cousin was like playing games with his brother and he was running around and he didn't realize that the door was closed because it's so freaking clear. It was clean. So it looked like it was open, but he ran into the glass door and it shattered. Thankfully it was safety glass, so when that shatters, it's in like very little pieces, but still, holy shit. That was really scary to hear. Yeah. Thankfully, thank God, safety glass, but that was a very scary thing to witness and also hear, because all you hear is a huge bang and then glass shattering and you're like, holy shit, what just happened? And then you see that someone is injured, you're like, oh my God. You're thinking like they got cut the fuck up, but you know, because it's safety glass, it's not as bad as what you think it is, but they had a huge lump on their forehead because they did run into a freaking glass wall, which is wild. Yeah. Very interesting things I've witnessed. Anyways, I've been yapping with Hugo on the screen and I don't even have a Hugo. Which makes it funny.
This is the path I follow.
Need something?
Wanna be my research subject?
Yeah, I've been yapping for the last, I don't know how long, but it is 1 a.m. I should definitely be resting. What am I doing? Then again, time flies by when you're having fun, I guess. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, I should definitely end for sure. It is very late to me. Yeah, right. I didn't even realize the time until I just looked. I was like, wait, what? It's 1 a.m. How? When? Why? And I've been streaming for 3 hours and a half. I thought I was much less. Because it doesn't feel like I was streaming that long. That's kind of wild, actually. What? Let me have a look. Is anybody streaming today? Yes, get some rest. Oh. I should rest, but yeah, I hope you guys had fun though. Had fun chilling with me or just lurking and listening in some cursed topics. I'm so sorry for the cursed topics. Let's see. Oh, the sleepy is definitely hitting. Ay. Take care, Kimothy. Thanks for the stream. I think I'm just going to straight end today, unless you guys have any recommendations on who we should raid. Had a good time. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with you. I'm so sorry for the throat clearing and the sniffles as well. I'm still recovering from my cold. And I probably sound a little bit nasally. Hopefully not too bad. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll just end today because I'm probably just going to shut off my computer immediately. We should raid Shadow Legends. Do people still do sponsors for that? But yeah, again, thank you for hanging out with me today, Chad. I do appreciate it. I've had kind of a wacky week, but I don't know. I feel better though because I was able to hang out with you guys and just talk about the most random shit ever and just have a good laugh and just kind of vibe with everybody while staring at Hugo and kind of gooning. I'm sorry. It's always a pleasure, Kimmy. Thank you. Let's see, but yeah, I think we will end today. Again, thank you for the follows as well. I really do appreciate it. For those that are new in the stream as well, we do have a community Discord. You're always welcome to join it if you like. And just make sure to do the onboarding and assign the specific channels that you want access to. Nose and Steve, who are also in the chat, like to do, I guess you call, like, we do like weekly movie nights now. So we do have like a dedicated chat for that where they post the movies that you want to watch for that week. But yeah, I realized that not everyone is aware of that movie channel, like the movie voice channel. So the last time hopefully that's not too annoying, I had pinged everyone just to let people know that we had a movie starting that day. And we had a few, well, I think we had like 2 people that came in to join because, again, I think it's just because I don't really announce it to everyone, if that makes sense, for them to really know. You kind of have to just open the Discord to look at the, the correlating channels to even know that we're doing a movie or something. So however, like the events do get posted, but again, it's because I don't do like a wide server announcement. I don't know if you guys like when I do that, just to inform everybody that we've got a movie. Or would you guys prefer, like I said, a specific role for movies? I don't know. Trying to think. Yes, movie night tomorrow. Nice plug. Scorpio says thanks for the stream. No worries. Thank you for dropping by, Scorpios. I appreciate it. Yep. Come and join the movies. Let us know what movies you'd like to watch and we all vote. Yes. I think I'll probably make an announcement asking chat if they want like a dedicated movie role, a movie Discord role, so that maybe Steven knows can also ping everybody who's wanting that that has the movie role to come in and join for movie nights, if that makes sense. I don't know. I have to figure it out because, for those that are already in the server, sometimes don't check the updates as well, so they might not be aware. So maybe we just do at everyone still. I guess he is okay, or only ping. Oh, yeah, that's true. You could do that, yeah. Having an announcement for movie nights is always nice. I don't mind getting a ping like that personally. Yeah. Because I don't want to always do like at everyone and be like, oh, hey guys, we've got a movie night. Or because sometimes at everyone, people might assume it's because I'm starting a stream. So maybe I could set something different, like just a movie role or something. Yeah. We shall see. I'll figure it out eventually. I mean, I'm off tomorrow, so I'll have time to kind of have a look to see what I can do. I can add it within like the Discord onboarding maybe, and then everybody who's already in the Discord can just pretty much recheck. Because I think in the Discord you can check like the server guide and the channel and roles or something, and then from there you can kind of reassign or unassign certain roles you don't want anymore. Yeah. But anyways, I should shut up. I've been yapping. I've been yapping too much. Holy shit. But yeah, again, I just wanted to say thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you guys for keeping me company. Thank you guys for just making me laugh and, I don't know, just making my day. I had a lot of fun today. We had some really weird topics, but, it's always fun to talk about whatever, as always. While I'm not playing Zenless, I'm kind of just yapping the whole time. But hopefully you guys had fun. I know there's a mix of people who prefer to watch gameplay and there's people who just don't mind anything. Good rest, good doom scrolling, sis. Thank you, thank you. But yes, I hope everybody has a great day, or a good day, a good afternoon, a good evening, a good night, wherever you guys are in the world. Happy time zone, everybody. But yes, hopefully I'll see you guys soon. I don't know about tomorrow. We'll see. If I might be busy tomorrow actually, but again, I always let you guys know when I'm live, whether you have Twitch notifications on or you have Discord notifications as well. But yes, have a good night, everybody. Bye bye.
Suck.